Hey, everybody, before we go live here tonight, just want to do a huge thank you to our YouTube top tier members. It's the World Champ Level Freak Maniac. That's all we got right now, but that's all right. We got a bunch of tag team members, a bunch of memberships were gifted just recently. All that stuff on the YouTube side when it comes to memberships and all that helps out tremendously. Also, check the links below to find out other ways you can support the podcast, whether it be Patreon, merchandise. Oh, Raw's already in the background. Sorry, that was really loud. Merchandise and great things. Follow me on social media, as well as maybe a new little sneaky link. I don't know. You should probably go check out that links below to see what's going on over there. We'll see you guys in a little bit. We're going to play some music by the Converse Kid and get into Monday Night Raw tonight. What's going on, everybody? We are live. ABJ podcast, Hangout with ABJ, Monday Night Raw, 6:10 from, and we're starting the show off with Drew McIntyre. What's going on, everybody? Two people in the chat talking to me, Anastasia and Parm in the chat. Appreciate y'all once again for coming to chill. Before we get started, make sure you go check out those links below. TeePublic will have a whole bunch of new merchandise up there. Not all the logos are available just yet. I hit my limit for how many logos I can post in one day. So we're going to have to wait a full 24 hours, maybe even 2 days, just to kind of let it sit for a minute and then hammer it again with some new logos. But we're going to try to put every logo that we have on the TeePublic side so you guys can buy them all. Some logos will probably get taken down. The ones that get taken down and I can't use, they will be available on Teespring. Yeah, Teespring will be on there. I know like Stranger Things logo you can't use or you can't put up there, and I think a Pulp Fiction one. So we'll put those on Teespring. And if there's logos that you guys really like, we can put them on Teespring as well. So if you want them on like basketball shorts or swim trunks, we can do that. But everything else will be available on there. I know some logos look really shitty on kids' clothing. TeePublic just doesn't have their shit together where you can adjust them better, but you can upload them very fast, which is nice. So yeah, we got all that merchandise available. Axel is available in the chat. What's going on? Potter will be on the list of logos that will be available on TeePublic very soon as well. Yes, I will put all those on. The ABJ Pride logo is available on TeePublic. Harry Potter Pride is not yet, but we will. That'll be on the list.
Not only have Harry Potter, but because screw J.K.
Oh, hold on. Now you talk.
Oh, my bad. I said because screw J.K. Rowling, there will be a Harry Potter, but there will also be a Harry Potter.
Yeah. We're fans.
We're very much
we're fans of the Harry Potter universe, but we're also allies. And if you are in our boat where you're a fan of both, we have a logo for you, so you can rock the Harry Potter logo, but also a Pride version of it.
Dang, I missed a lot of them. Did you see CM Punk with Roxanne Perez?
I did not.
Oh my gosh, was that fun?
I haven't watched any pay-per-views this month. I have not seen King and Queen of the Ring. I have not seen AEW's pay-per-view. I have not watched Battleground. I'm out of the loop when it comes to wrestling this month. It is not a Cheez-It. It looks like a Cheez-It because it's square, but it is a cracker. It is a cracker. Do with that information what you will.
And another one, 2, 3. All right.
Carrying right behind them every single time.
Don't give a damn. Did you see any clips of him at Puerto Rican Pride?
No.
Man.
Damien?
Yeah.
Bisexual Undertaker showed up at Pride?
He showed up. No. Listen to what I said. Puerto Rican Pride. It was a Puerto Rican Pride festival. Wearing that shirt. Yeah. It wasn't Pride. Like it was like cultural pride, not
Gotcha.
like
Not
LGBT.
Gotcha. That's a cool vest. I want a vest.
There was a little girl that was wearing that shirt, and he was like, he literally jumped the barriers and was like, I gotta get a picture with her, and it definitely made her day. It was awesome.
Why am I goofy? Am I goofy because it's a cracker, or am I goofy because I'm wearing an earring? Anyway, El Capitan, Ralph, what's going on, man? Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being in the chat. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. Share the stream out. Let's hang out.
Mommy, come home. I'm with you. Whoa. What that other one said? Liv is Poppy and what? We got to look at these.
Thank you, Parm. I like it too. Okay. Just asking. This might be a bit.
I think it's a good look.
The earring?
Yeah. I mean, I went and bought you like 3 more so you could have a few little dangly earrings.
Do you think I go 2 ears, or you think the one is the move?
I think if you're gonna do 2, I think it looks cooler on a guy. I don't know, maybe it's just me. If you keep one like a stud and then one dangling, so like that can be your this can be your stud side, and then you can keep your little dangly side.
I like that bit. I like that move. I think 2 dangly is
yeah, it's a bit much.
Not a bit much, but I think
not
it's
a bit much. I just don't think it's you.
It's too uniform for me. So I need a cracker earring stud now. And I need to pierce my ear, obviously.
Well, we could always take that other one. I have studs, like, because I never made them, but I have all the stuff to make jewelry.
Yeah.
I have a bunch that I started. I just haven't attached the backs to them yet. With like my resin crafts, but so I have a bunch of them. Since you're only going to wear one dangling, we could always turn the other one into a stud.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. What's going on? CS James in the chat. What's going on, bud? Another thing that's available now and coming soon is the ABJ Wembley 2023 t-shirt and the 2024 t-shirt available on TeePublic. Also, we're going to do the ABJ podcast logo, which is here. And we're going to put a little bit of a, I know they don't like Union Jack, but we're going to put a fucking a UK flag on the ABJ podcast thing for our Wembley trip.
Do you think Drew McIntyre would wear a pair of Witchcrafts by Lily Docks?
Maybe. Time for a Prince Albert? No chance. Nothing going.
Yay.
No piercings going on down there.
Do it. I dare you.
So the only piercings that I'm gonna get is I gotta pierce the other ear.
Nose.
I gotta pierce the other ear, and I want to do the nose. The nose. I think the left side I'm gonna do.
If you're doing your dangly bits, are you gonna do a dangly nose?
No, I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a stud when I'm at work to hide it. Like I'm gonna get a flesh tone stud at work, and flesh tone studs for work because I have to hide piercings at work. And then I'm gonna do when I'm out at not work, I'll do a hoop after it heals.
Yeah. I'll look at you after it heals. You don't even know what that means. You haven't let that heal. Yeah. This dude literally will wear this earring for a few hours and then be like, okay, I'm done wearing it now. And then just pop it out. Mind you, he just pierced it 2 days ago. He's done that about 4 times now and has yet to wash the earring or the ear.
YOLO. An Aussie flag? Okay, an ABJ Aussie flag. I'll do that. We'll put on the list.
It's basically the same. It's very similar. I should say it's not the same. Very similar. It has the Union Jack in a little triangle.
Broadcast Gaming Podcast. I think they're Aussie too. I could be wrong. I think they're Aussies. Maybe they'll like an Aussie ABJ podcast logo. I get a lot of love in Australia, which is pretty cool. Australia and UK are like my like I can't say my second homes because I haven't been to one of the countries, but because it's too far away. It's too far away, and I can't imagine being on a plane that long.
Well, it wouldn't be that long.
What are you talking about?
You're going the opposite direction. You go from California.
To fly across from Pennsylvania to California is still like 8 hours.
No, it's not.
What do you mean? No, it's not.
It's like, well, I guess it depends on how many connecting flights you get.
If you go from Pennsylvania to California, That's at least 7 to 6
no,
hours.
I guess I'll give you that.
And then from California,
that's probably honestly a day, because from me to get from Texas to Pennsylvania, it took like 8 hours. And that's only halfway across the country. So he's trying not to break, bro, but he keeps breaking every time. Oh, I didn't see that part. Come on.
I love Dom's new look. The long mullet is so good. I think he's killing it. Yeah, and then from California to Australia is probably another 10, right? It's a big ocean.
It took it was an 8-hour flight from LAX to Hawaii. So what is this now?
I don't think that gorgeous man like you should be with a girl that makes you call her mom. A gorgeous man like you should be with a girl not afraid to call you daddy. If you change your mind, I'll be in my hotel.
Yeah, thanks.
I'll be in my hotel. Is that what she said? What she said? I'll be in my hotel room waiting. You disgust me, Liv Morgan.
He wants someone to call her daddy. Jesus.
That's not what she said.
Christmas.
She said she wants to call him daddy.
So if I use this flight, to fly to Australia would cost me almost $3,000. Mm-hmm. But I would stop in LAX. And then I would fly from Sydney.
You'd have to fly
Philly. You can go from Philly straight to Australia, 22 hours.
See, there you go. That's not even that bad. One day.
Oh no, Philly to Australia, one stop at LAX, 22 hours and 17 minutes.
How long is the layover? Click on it. Click on view deal. And then it'll tell you the exact
22 hours. I can't say that on stream. My humor's not accepted on social media anymore.
Fair. How long's the layover?
So 5 hours and 51 minutes to LAX.
No.
Right?
Yeah, right. And then the layover.
51 minutes layover in Australia, in LA.
You're only in it for an hour.
And then
literally just going from one side of LAX to the other to get to your next flight. You don't even have time to get food or anything.
And then LA to Australia is 15 hours and 35 minutes.
That's really not bad.
Fuck you, it's not bad.
It's 8 hours to Hawaii, and you're still in the same country. I mean, granted, yes, there's an ocean there.
I need you to realize I can't.
That's only like twice as much, less than 3 times as much to go to a whole other continent.
I can't use my medicine and sitting in a plane
you can if you get edible stuff
for 15 hours. You cannot bring that on a plane.
You just pack them as gummies.
Anyway, I have to be on a plane with my bad body for 15 hours. That would suck. A car ride for 4 hours is for a while. What did I just do in Virginia? How many hours is that?
8.
8 hours in a car was crazy. One day I'll go. I guess one day I'll do it. When we invent faster planes. What did we do anything for dinner tonight? I'll be right back. You sit in the captain's seat.
All right. What's going on, everybody? I am gluing stuff. I am doing a little fashion bit here, making myself some Beetlejuice boots. So I'm rhinestoning them, but because they're already worn boots and not like new boots, you can see they have like creases in them. My rhinestones are sticking put, so I'm redoing that now, in case anyone was wondering. Hey, James, how are you?
there's lunch meat.
I did.
She did. She ate.
Did you use the
No, no. It's still in the fridge. It's still in the fridge.
There's lunch meat. You want lunch?
Do you want me to make you something? I'm good. I'll go make you a sandwich. I already ate some ramen. He's afraid to ask me for a sandwich. Ridiculous. I'm going to go make some sandwiches on my own accord, not because he asked me. I offered. Hi, Parm. Hi, Steve. Hey, Anastasia, and thank you. No, not for me. I'll still eat it.
Sorry, we're figuring out food situations live on stream. We're professional over here.
I didn't know if you had a plan for it. I wasn't gonna make all of it.
Well, I'm gonna take the chicken that's still container for to work tomorrow. The Chinese food one with the breasts are 2 breasts, chicken breasts. My cup's in the room too. I'm just saying if you're gonna I have to eat. You know the deal. Yeah, I'm not gonna ask her to make me sandwiches on stream and sound really misogynistic. So times are you know.
He'll say misogynistic shit.
Just
not asking for it.
Not in front of you.
That's the line.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how everything goes here's Pride with Dominican Puerto Rican Pride. Selena Vega was there with Damian Priest. I love that. I love this. I love representation. I love everyone leaning into their culture and their heritage and what they believe in and what they stand for. As long as it doesn't hurt anybody. If your culture is about putting somebody else's culture down, then fuck off. Sorry, I said what I said. Io Sky, now that she's not a champion, she's actually getting some work on television. Good for her. Io Sky versus Valkyria. What is this? NXT? What do we feel about her? Winnie Cooper, the wrestler. That's what I see when I see her. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think she's awesome, but I think character-wise, I still have a hard time identifying with her, but I prefer watching, I think, Valkyria over Roxanne Perez right now. Money. I love the accents. Leon the King, what's going on, my guy? Welcome to the stream. Thank you guys for hanging out with us here on Monday night. I should probably do preemptive, like let you guys know I'm going to go live. I did that for Wednesday and Friday, so I'll be here Wednesday and Friday. So we'll be here for you guys on Wednesday night and Friday. Wednesday at 6 o'clock, too, I have an interview with Pedro. So make sure you guys are here for the interview tomorrow at 6 o'clock. You're only going to see one interview a week anymore, or one show a week besides the live streams and then tornado tags on the weekends. So this Wednesday and the next 2 Mondays at 6, and then I'll end the streams at and then come right into the Raw streams. Make sure you guys are checking out those links below. We got Patreon, we got YouTube memberships, and we also got some weird OF logo. I don't know, OF page. There's no content on it yet, but you can now subscribe to it. So subscribe to ABJ on OF. I'm still trying to figure out how to navigate the content I'm going to put on there. It won't be what you guys think it is. There's not going to be anything when it comes to X-rated, I guess we'll say. But I think what you're mostly going to see on that platform is I'm going to give other industries a platform to tell their stories respectfully and not in like a weird, creepy way. That isn't for this platform, right? So like you can't talk and say certain things with monetization on that platform, but you will be able to do that on that platform, if that makes sense. So it'd be another way to support. You got it. Yes, that's exactly what it is. I don't know if you're allowed to say that link on platform, so I'm not saying it. I'm just saying OF or Bluebird or whatever the hell it is, or whatever the hell I don't know. Forbidden Door is getting real interesting. I don't know what you mean by that. Think we know where Liv is? Or where is Liv? I don't know. And welcome, Jordan Kirby. Thank you for hanging out. I'm actually going to make a post. Becky debut. Naito versus Mox. Becky's not debuting at Forbidden Door. Becky isn't re-signed, but I don't think Becky's going to test the waters anywhere else. I think she's going to pull an MJF thing where she's going to use the contract thing of saying, like, I can show up, the man can show up anywhere. Maybe she'll show up in the crowd at some places to tease things, but I think she's just going to raise her stock and go that route. I don't think you're going to see Becky anywhere else. And if they find a way to get Becky, that's absolutely bananas to me. That's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm off base? OC Wrestling Zack Sabre Jr. Forbidden Door. That's a good matchup too. I don't think she wins the Rumble. I'm gonna be honest, man. I think it's good for Becky to take a break from the top. One second. I am just give me a second here, I'm just making a post.
Only $22.87 to go. It would be faster with the Empower app. Empower Cash Advance gives you up to $250 instantly. No late fees, interest, or credit check. I got money. Keep the cheese puffs. But leave out the bride. Get Empower Cash Advance from $10 to $250 instantly. Download the Empower app today.
I chose Upstart because I was on financial aid for school. It did run out. Once I found Upstart, I was kind of relieved that they're interested in my background. They were looking at more than just my credit score. I was able to get my money fast. I was able to consolidate all of those credit cards into one payment and raise my credit score so that I was able to make that move right after college.
Yeah. Bye. Bye. What's up? Why? What's up?
Keith went out to move the truck.
Hold on 1 second, guys. 1 second. All right, I'm back. Sorry, my mom was telling me something about her job, and I didn't want to put that information out there. Yeah. Oh, I wasn't taking a smoke break, so that's why I didn't use it. But
beat up a lot here tonight by Eagle Sky. Still playing. That's why it's number one trending in the United States of America. 24 hours. As it should have, a lot happened. Valkyria. She's going for a chicken suplex. Sky into the corner. Driving Valkyria face first into the turnbuckle. And now Io Sky looks to turn.
all right, we got it up. We got it up. We got it up. So yes, the OF website is available. It's /ABJ 570. No link to join tonight. I have to put headphones on. I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to solo it. I appreciate you asking, though.
Industry, not interest.
Fucking well, I hate fucking autocorrect. Switch. Talk to people. You have to unmute yourself while I make this post. Help me out a little bit here.
Sure. Hi, everyone. What have I missed?
I don't know. They're wrestling, but
Hey, Courtney. Do you watch the NXT Battleground? We didn't watch that.
no, I didn't get a chance to see NXT Battleground. I just was saying earlier, I haven't seen a wrestling pay-per-view in a hot minute. It's been tough sledding for me. I just trying to get everything else taken care of and getting caught up with everything has been tough. So I haven't really seen I haven't watched Battleground, I haven't watched AEW, and I haven't watched King or Queen of the Ring. I will get caught up on that though, I promise.
Or Double or Nothing.
That's what about AEW. Oh, I hate when nothing works and I'm trying to like rush to do it.
Then don't rush.
Io Sky gets the dub. I wonder if my post just got taken down. Yep, got taken down. So dumb. And this is why
to the world of adult entertainment.
And this is why I'm making this platform for people to tell their story about another industry.
Because you can't talk about it on any platform.
I think I'm finding a niche.
Fuck.
All right, I had to make the repost. You watched the first. It's a bit of a variety channel. You get a little bit of everything. Well, I'm trying to tiptoe around it, but like, people that have OFs, people who are in different industries.
You can't just say the adult entertainment
industry. Yeah, it's essentially. I don't care. I'll get the demonetization, but it's sex work. People, it's not
necessarily. Not necessarily.
You don't think
I do believe that
they're S workers.
I'm not saying that not all of them, not everybody that you're trying to
majority
include in this. I'm not saying that. All I said was not all of them.
Yeah, but I think encompassing that industry is called that. It's called the S work industry. And I think they have the right to tell their stories and talk about their platforms and not feel judged or upset by it.
I agree.
I'm not on there trying to, see a free. I mean, what if I'm not laughing because it's funny or I'm diminishing it, but what if one of my, I don't know how to tiptoe around it, but like, what if one of my bits on the channel is I review a page? Like, this is kind of what I've seen on the page. You should go and check it out. Here's the links to go support them.
That's cringy.
Yeah?
I think that's cringy.
I'm not going to...
I think that... I'm not saying like that. I just...
But, like, do it in a respectful manner.
I don't know. To review someone's page? I would just... Maybe not call it a review, though. Like... Because then what? So if it's something that you're totally not about, you're just going to be like, yeah, well, this one sucked.
Well, here's the thing. If you're an independent musician and I review your album... What's the difference of me reviewing?
Because you're doing something that's based off of someone's looks. That's essentially
no. I'm reviewing on the base of the content, and if I feel if it's worth your time.
But again, that's dependent on what you like. It's not really so. I don't think that's as much as music as that is like saying me as a straight person. I liked this because you know what I mean. Or I'm not saying this is like. This is definitely going to be one of those controversial topics.
This is why I want to dive into it and challenge myself.
I'm not saying that it's a wrong thing to do it. I'm just saying, like, to say that I'm going to review someone's movie, homemade, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, I'll just say it from my point of view. I would absolutely be mortified if somebody came onto my OF and was like, I'm going to do a review of your thing. I'd be like, please don't. Dear God, fucking don't.
I'll say I
think you can plug it if you want, but
all right,
please don't.
So for example,
review it and then be like, yeah, so I saw this video of her with this thing, or she brings.
I'm not doing that.
To her things, or
I'm not doing that.
So then, how are you going to review it?
Well, let me talk, and I'll do that. So what I would essentially say is, I went to this page. There is boy girl, there is girl, it's solo, it's this. It is a type of channel that it is an a la carte, so you subscribe for free, but you pay per video, or you go on there and you pay for subscription and all these videos are available. Or there's some pages just kind of looking at it, doing research and not on a creep level, but you go on and you pay for a membership, but you still don't get all their videos. You still pay per video as well. And I think when people are paying their money for something, I think being upfront and honest about what you're going to receive is important.
So here's my thing.
So I'm not going to be like,
so here's my thing.
Oh, she was doing X, Y, Z.
Here's my thing. So how are you going to evenly review everyone across the board. Let's say my videos sell for $25 to $40, but this person's videos sell for $50 to $100.
It's not my place. It's not my place to say what you're saying your value
but
is
I'm
for.
not saying that. I'm not asking about value wise. I'm saying, how is it going to be an even review across the board unless you're actually paying for some of those videos?
Well, I won't. I would just say this is essentially what you're getting on that page.
But you won't know that if you can't see it, if you're not paying for it. Do you know what I mean?
But I can still accurately tell you what to expect on that page, regardless of what the content physically. I'm not physically saying that content is in detail what you're seeing.
Right.
I'm just saying what you're getting on that. It's like if I was reviewing your website.
I got it, yeah.
I think there's a respectful way of doing it.
I'm not saying that you would do it disrespectfully. I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like that's going to be on a case by case. I would ask each person if they want it to be reviewed. Because, like I said, me personally, I wouldn't want anyone to review that. I understand that people are going to see it. I understand it's on the internet and anyone can look at it at any point in time. But, like, I feel like I'd be mortified if someone said, I'm going to review your content. I'd be like, no, thank you.
I would be. If I'm putting it out there and I'm trying to make money off it, I would want more people to tell me, like, to promote it, to get more eyes on it, right?
Yeah. And again, I didn't say I'd be against if you want to plug it, that's cool. But like, I wouldn't want. I'm just saying, like, I'm not speaking for everyone. I'm just saying me personally, where I sit with it.
I think your Nietzsche's husband and wife arguing. Well, not husband and wife, partners, and I don't think we're arguing. I think this is how we communicate and debate.
Yeah.
We challenge each other. Yeah, we're not being nasty.
It's the can I finish? Can I finish?
Yeah. Can you shut the fuck up?
Can you shut the fuck up? That's what gives it the husband and wife feel, I feel.
No, y'all arguing. We're not. Oh, trust me.
We are not arguing, trust me. There have been I have caused him to leave stream before. I'm not proud of it, but I have definitely pissed him off enough where he's like, all right, I'm done with this. Click.
No, listen, there's one thing to debate and have a conversation, but like challenging or diminishing somebody is a problem. And I think sometimes that's an argument. You know what I mean? Maybe we have our own exclusive content on the ABJOF, but not like that. Whereas maybe we have a Anthony Lilly podcast where
we just talk mad shit.
We talk about topics that with no filter, where we're not afraid to be judged for it. It doesn't have to be S-work style content, but maybe it's its own form of stuff over there. You know what I mean? Maybe our movie reviews and all of our content will be there, and then I can link your link.
Is this how I get to link you?
There you go.
Oh my god, it took all of this.
I'm still not making that type of content with you.
I don't expect you to.
Yeah, that's not.
I'm aware. We've talked about this at great length. If it's something that makes you uncomfortable, I don't want you to do it.
Yeah.
Even if it's something that, like, I understand if you were saying, oh, let me help you out so we can get your channel to grow. But I know that that's something that makes you uncomfortable. I don't want you to do it.
So here's where I'm going to maybe sound judgmental, but I'm going to be upfront and honest in my feelings and opinions. I want to be known for content this way.
Right.
I'm not comfortable
making clothes, not having my clothes off.
What's that?
I said, and I want to be known for making clothes, not having my clothes off.
Well, then don't do that content at all. Well, that's what I'm saying is I think if you're in that form of industry, it should be a choice because you enjoy the industry, not doing it for a last resort.
I'm doing it as a last resort, but it's like it's something that I'm comfortable doing. I've been in this line of work since I was 25, so 8 years now. Like, it's not something that's I don't want to say that it's something I'm uncomfortable with doing, and I don't want to say it's a last resort, but it's always been something for me to fall back on. It's not something that I'm ashamed to do.
That's fair. I think that's fair. And they're the conversations I would have with people in the industry. Are you doing it for a sneaky thing? Are you doing it to be out there and open? I think there's a lot of layers that, like, once again, I didn't know a lot about pro wrestling as a fan, and then learning it, the music scene. Now I'm learning about the drag scene and the community scene. And I think this is just another scene to challenge myself to find a way to communicate and maybe break down my own stigmas and barriers that I have against that industry as well. And this, as a content creator, I like to challenge myself. I like to challenge myself to learn and experience new things, right? And I like watching movies or listening to music I normally wouldn't listen to or consume. And I'm gonna be honest, I like the fact that y'all enjoy my content, but this is 100% for me. This is my personal journal online for all of you to experience. I'm pouring myself out there and being unapologetically me at every single turn and learning and growing as a human in front of all of you. And I'm doing it regardless of how many views it gets. And I think I'm at that point where I don't give a shit the views anymore, if it grows or if it makes money. I'm having a blast evolving as a person and learning new cultures and learning new art forms and new industries. And the fact that y'all like to be a part of this journey is fun. And that's where we're at. That's where I am as a content creator. I love Ray's masks. I love, once again, so like when I talk to drag performers, right, and I ask them like makeup wise or theme wise to their character or to their performer, is character the proper way of saying it? When they're in drag, are they a character?
Yeah, I mean, they are in character. They are.
I'm still learning,
well,
but
they're in drag when they're in drag.
So like Rey Mysterio has a style of mask. He has the bird, he has the cross, he has the way the eye holes are, but he'll change the color scheme, but still honor other forms of pop culture or other wrestlers or what you don't you're not a fan of drag performances, CS? I mean, I'm open to have the conversation.
If not a fan of,
well, no, he just said drag. What the f? I'm here to have a conversation. If we could be respectful about it. But yeah, I'm learning about the drag community. I think it's a very fascinating thing. Hell no. So what's your beef with it? Respectfully, what's your beef with it? Because I'm gonna be honest. If you're dedicating your time to watch pro wrestling, you're halfway to you're 3/4 of the way to drag. I'm just being honest.
So they're doing a performance, something that they've practiced hundreds and hundreds of times, and they poured their heart and soul into their making of their character and how they portray that character in front of people.
Mm-hmm.
The exact same
thing. And they keep kayfabe when they're in character.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, drag.
I mean, we could.
Oh, I don't watch wrestling. I just watch y'all review it online. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I'm not coming at you because you don't like it. If it's not for you, I'm not going to sit there and say you're a bigot or you're this or you're that. Now, if you came on and were saying bigoted and hateful things, then we would have a different conversation. But if it's not for you, it's not for you. But I think if you're a fan of pro wrestling and hate drag, I think
that's silly.
I think you're kind of weird. I think it's kind of silly. I'm not saying anything negative of you as a person. I think it's silly because I think they're very one and the same. The only difference is maybe the combat aspect of it, and that's pretty much about it. Would you agree?
The what?
The physical violent aspect.
Oh, absolutely not. Let me tell you why. Bitch, do a drop, a fucking death drop, do a dead split in the middle of the grass, in the middle of an unknown area, off a stage, onto some carpet, doing some.
But did you hear what I just said?
Shit.
Did you hear what I just said? The only difference is the physical violent aspect.
I don't think that's accurate because there is still you haven't been to enough drag.
Dropping on the ground is not physical violence. It's physical pain.
Okay, but can I finish? You haven't been to one of the drag shows. Well, you have been somewhat, where there have been two people on a stage at the same time. Is it physically violent in a actually like beating someone up until they're bloody? No, but it can get physical. There is still a physical aspect of you still need to stay toned. And like, I'm not saying on the violent part, you're right. Yes. Okay. I'll give you that on the violence, but I still think that there is a physical attributes that you need to have and a physical fitness that like a regimen that you still need to keep to be able
not arguing with that. Yeah. I still think I agree with you 100%. I say the only difference between drag and wrestling is the simulated violence. Oh, 100%. My issue is probably me generalizing them is pushing it. Not a fan of the agenda that's going on. So here's my thing, and this is why I interview drag performers, because there's not an agenda. The agenda's coming from people who don't like it, and they're pushing an agenda that's not there. The drag is just wanting to be accepted for their art and accepted for who they are as people, and they're not pushing it on people. The problem is people who don't like it show up and hate it openly and say that there's an agenda that they don't like. But yeah, if you don't like a drag show, it's not offensive to not go. It's offensive to go just to hate. Hope that clarifies things. Sierra says exactly. I hope you're proud of me. I think I've grown.
Sierra?
I think I've grown, right? I'm actually rocking Sierra's earring. Sierra made this earring. This is her art, and I'm rocking it on stream. I've seen drag queens read books to children at the library. You know what I've also seen people read books to? I've seen pro wrestlers do events with kids. I've seen athletes do events with kids. I've seen presidents read books to kids.
Are you like pushing kids to be football players and pro wrestlers and the president now?
I'm just saying, I don't think the drag performer goes in and says, "Hey kids, I'm going to teach you about your sexuality." I think the drag show
show you how to be a drag queen.
I think the drag performer shows up in their gimmick, in their character, and is doing the same thing to kids as any other industry is doing. So if drag performers went to kids hospitals, and did Make-A-Wish things, would it be? Yes, but drags aren't pushing their sexual preferences. They're not. The book reading isn't to teach kids about sexuality. It's to show kids that the drag performer can be accepted for who they are, but they're not teaching kids anything about that. Drag performers have outfits that are non-kid friendly shows, and they have kid friendly show outfits as well.
First of all, it's really hard to encompass anything that a drag performer is or isn't.
Yeah.
Because a drag performer can say that they only do shows that are not kid friendly.
Yeah.
Or they can say, I don't even dress as a female or a male. I'm a freaking drag monster, and you're only going to see me as a centipede.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
There is no rules to drag, and trying to stick them in a box is the complete opposite of what drag is.
So it's like
the whole point of drag is you don't have to fit into a mold. Just be you and just exist and be happy with whoever you are and who you want to present yourself.
Would you take your kid to a deathmatch wrestling show?
Fuck yeah.
No, seriously. Would you take a young 8-year-old child to watch someone get their face cut up with a pizza cutter? No. Honestly, that's because that show is not catered to children. WWE is. Right. Just like drag and pro wrestling, right. Just like music, you would take your kid to see Creed, but you wouldn't take your kid to see Steel Panther. Steel Panther, there's opportunity to see nudity on stage.
Here's my whole thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're asking the wrong person.
I'm saying generalized. General people.
Generalized people.
Each art has a form that is catered to children and catered to adults, regardless of what the industry is. I think people look at drag and see everything as it's like porn, and it's not. It's not. There is forms of drag where it is very hardcore and very crazy, but it's not the majority of drag. So, example, this is where you're gonna lose me, and you're gonna get a little. You're getting disrespectful. It's not about that's where you're losing me, brother. That's where you're being disrespectful. Saying they're not mentally stable. Don't like that at all.
I'm gonna walk away and go eat my food.
I'm gonna put it honestly, man. Motley Crue did drag. Aerosmith did drag.
Fucking
Kiss did drag. David Bowie did drag. Queen did drag. You're saying someone's not mentally stable because of how they want to present. So am I not mentally stable because I'm wearing an earring, or if I want to, as a straight man, want to paint my nails or wear makeup? Am I mentally not stable, or am I just liking the style? Pro wrestlers wear feminine clothing all the time and paint their face and do their makeup. Swerve Strickland wears eyeliner, eyeshadow. I'm just saying it's not a mental stability. It's just, and there you go. Not all drag is men dressing as women. Sierra dresses, and I hope I'm not being overstepping here, but Sierra's gimmick or thing with drag is she dresses like a bug. She does different bugs. She's a woman. Well, I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't know what you identify as, but she is feminine at birth. I don't know. I don't know the rules. Yeah, that's what I'm trying. Yeah, trying to learn, trying to be better. I hope I didn't come off disrespecting, but their drag is not just a man dressing to present as woman. There's women who dress as men. There's men and women who do queens and do kings or just how Lily said, dress as monsters where they do horror theme. Sierra does bugs. She dresses as bugs, which I think is fucking dope. I think it's a cool gimmick. Yeah. I love these conversations. These are the conversations that I want my hangouts to be while we also watch pro wrestling. Once again, as long as we stay respectful. And to be fair, most of us aren't mentally stable. We all have some type of fucking mental hang up with ourselves, whether it's depression, anxiety, whatever it may be. I don't think how you want to dress or how you want to perform or how you want to wear your clothes is deemed. You know what can make me mentally unstable? People get really uncomfortable because I have 666 tattooed on me and I don't present as a Christian or I don't identify with Christian beliefs and I say I'm a Satanist. I tell people I'm a Satanist and it freaks them the fuck out. But overall, I'm a really good human that'll do anything for anybody. But I'm not a Christian and people can't wrap their brains around that. It's just breaking social norms. Wait, I do recall seeing, I have tons of photos with me and drag performers. I think it's a fun industry. And honestly, I've learned so much about people and their cultures and who they are as a person. Am I really a Satanist? Yes, I am a Satanist. I don't believe in Satan. Satanism.
Most Satanists don't.
Satanists isn't people who believe in the devil. They're actually agnostic for the most part. I appreciate, you know what, and I hope you do, CS. And for someone who thinks differently about it, I would hope you watch my interviews with an open mind and just see people for people, right? Because at the end of the day, that's all we want. We want to wake up every day. We want to enjoy life. We want to love who we love, enjoy what we enjoy, and just be left the fuck alone. Like no one judges you for what you wear or what you look or what you want to do. And I think that's just the way we all should look at each other. Appreciate the conversation. And CS, real quick, no one here is going at you or anyone's being mean to each other or anything like that. Just because you have a difference of opinion, I accept you for your difference of opinion, but I hope you accept me for telling you why I disagree with you in a respectful manner. And this is what the world needs, and not so much stigmatism of pulling each other apart. Because I feel like a lot of times people have disagreements and they immediately say the other person is a horrible person and they should be X, Y, and Z and they should be canceled and they should be this and that. And all that does is just drive more hate to the people who don't understand instead of having a rational conversation. And as an ally in the community,
Where's your ally pen?
It's on my hat. As an ally in the community, that's what I try to do. As an ally.
Can we get an ally flag up in this hoe?
I have no issues with people that are interested, and I can't stand the agenda of constantly pushing it. Like, how is there a month for these people and not a month for veterans? There is a month for veterans. There's special days for veterans. We actually get off of work and paid twice a year for veterans.
2 times.
Yeah.
Technically 3 if you want to celebrate 4th of July as well.
Yeah, that's
Labor Day,
Memorial Day, 4th of July,
and 4th of July.
All
3 out of the major 4 holidays are government based.
Yeah.
4th being Christmas.
So here's a question, CS. What about kids who are possibly gay or bi
Or trans.
or trans or whatever it may be? And they're not forced upon. That's just who they are as a person.
That's who they feel.
But they're so afraid to come out and say that and be who they are that they hurt themselves or they take their own lives. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I had someone who I went to school with who did that. Because the way we used to talk in the 90s, in the early 2000s, was everything, if you didn't like it, was gay, or you used the F word, or everything was done in a homophobic slur. And it wasn't because we were homophobic, it's just that's the words we used because that was what the lexicon of the time was. And this kid never wanted to come out and be who he was because he thought everyone would hate him for it. And it drove him to the point where he took his own life. So here's a question. Did it take you to the age of 18 to determine if you wanted to be with girls or boys? Didn't take me till I was 18. I'll promise you that. I figured that shit out pretty quick. Probably 13 or 14. I was like, wait, what's happening? Why does it do that when I'm watching Married with Children and Christina Applegate's on TV?
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
To be fair, as a girl, it made me feel things.
I'm just saying, I don't think you need to wait till you're 18.
Maybe Christina Applegate was really just everyone's first. You know what I mean?
Kelly Kapowski, Kelly Bundy. And for how many interviews people say they regret it, or people who glad they said they did it. It goes two ways, man. But you can't say the negatives and then apply the negatives to everybody. Everyone should have the choice to make that choice.
Amen.
Once again, some kids aren't fully there. You can't generalize those people who are struggling and apply that to everyone else. I think that kid, I think those parents, and I think doctors and psychiatrists should sit down and have a conversation and do what's best for the person. And I think each person has its own individual experience and way of dealing with things. And I don't think one person's experience and the way they go through doing things should be the way for everyone. If I go to the store and I eat an apple and I bite the apple and it's rotten inside, I don't think we should ban all apples.
Preach. What do you think of these? Because they have like that kind of rainbow.
You could try it. I think it'd be hard to stay there on the heel.
I have to do something to keep the fabric down. So.
But that's the thing, man. I think you think you're consuming too much Fox News. I don't think anyone's guilting or guiding them to. So CS, I'm pretty sure you're probably a straight man, and you probably realized you were straight at a young age. Do you think I could have talked you into being gay as a kid? Honestly, do you think I can have a talk with you and be like, all right, CS, this is why I think you're trans or gay, and I can physically talk you into it? Because I don't think you can. Because you have the right state of mind to know what you feel what's inside you is right and wrong. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not gonna end this here, but I think we're just gonna talk in a lot of circles. And I think you've stayed respectful, and I appreciate that for the most part. And I think we'll agree to disagree at this point. But I love you, and I hope you do listen to more of my content. When it comes to people who are going through those things. And I hope you hear other people's side of the story and from their own words and not just from what other people are trying to say for other people. And this is why I like to make the content I make, because it's fucking important. Yeah, 100% CS. And like I said, I love you for who you are as a person. And I hope you consume my content and see, I think that's where you mess up. I think if you avoid the interviews, you're not trying to grow as a person to understand the other side.
But to each their own.
Once again, to each their own.
Oh, you're still eating.
Maybe.
Which ones?
Probably those. But once again, it might be hard to.
I just have to fill it with socks again.
ABJ, make YouTube great again. Just make content great again. I think there's too many people out there who make content and it's all scripted and it's all fake and it's all bullshit and it's just people pander to what the trends are and I just don't want and I know that's why I'm not growing and why I don't have a huge subscriber count and I don't get what everybody else gets because I don't lean into bullshit. But I found my people and my people find me, and I think that's what's important to me. Very respectful, ABJ. Appreciate you, Sierra. Thank you so much. So Sierra, we were talking about earrings, right? It is a cracker. It's a cracker. It can be easily confused with a Cheez-It, but it is a cracker. But actually, I was just going to talk about it. Sierra in the chat made this. We were at Pride, and I didn't know this was Sierra's stand. And I went up, and they had all these cool earrings. Matter of fact, go grab your earring. This fucking earring is bonkers. Anyway.
Two for the record, not just one.
Yeah, 2 earrings because they come in 2 packs. Sierra, that's how she does her business. You get 2 earrings for the price of 1. But I don't think I'm going to do 2 danglers. I'm going to get this side pierced because I only pierced this side when I was a kid. And back in the day, you only pierced 1 ear because if you got both of them pierced, you were gay. Dumb, right? But yeah, I'm going to get the other one pierced. But I think I'm going to do stud on one side and then the other side a dangler. And I think that's going to be my look going forward. I think it's kind of dope. I think it's kind of heavy metal and rock and all that cool shit. But yeah, so I have to find a cracker earring that's a stud that I can rock as a stud. But anyway, look at these fuckers. My mom won't touch them. She's freaked out by these earrings. Oh, they are fucking gross.
I saw them and I had to have them. You got to stretch it though.
It's a tongue. It's a pierced tongue. But like it's hard to tell on camera, but I mean it has like the fucking
it has taste buds. It's got like it's sticky, it's stretchy, it feels wet.
It feels and looks wet.
Kind of don't hate that.
Yeah. And it was in the hot sun and it felt warm like it came out of someone's mouth. But it's a dope earring. That's a cool earring. And Sierra said, I pierced it myself. Is that like a legit? Like that doesn't look like a cheap piercing either.
Looks like a real piercing.
Yeah. Super cool. Yeah, but Lily bought these from Sierra as well. They make. I apologize, Sierra, if I keep saying she. I don't want to be disrespectful. Like once again, I'm still learning myself. But they make great art. I almost bought. So my bit on TikTok. Every time I go live on TikTok, when you put your goals for roses, I don't do roses. I do corn because I think it's funny.
Those corn.
And we wanted to. So we were very limited on money, so we were able to buy what we could buy. But we almost bought the corn earrings, and I was like, I go by she, her, they, them. So you're all good. All right, perfect. Oh, Carlito busted himself open. Is his nose bleeding, or is his eye? He cut his eye. Sorry, real quick. There's an injury I'm trying to watch. Liz back. Yeah, Jordan.
Out, yo, in these freaking stilettos.
Jordan Grace got her earring ripped out. I know a lot of female wrestlers and male wrestlers, for that point, who pierce their nipples, and I don't know how they do that while wrestling.
Hey, stupid ass bitch.
Imagine if she made a set of balls earrings. Wear balls from your ears. Since everyone's so worried about,
Well, why is JD saving her now?
he's just trying to get her away from Dom, I think.
No, she was already. Zelina just yanked her off of Dom and started beating the crap out of her. And JD was like, "No, let me go save her from Zelina." Stupid.
Or just breaking up the
Stupid.
chaos.
Let her freaking get.
Yeah, since everyone's so concerned about what everyone's genitals are inside their pants, you could just wear them on your ear, right? You can have balls on your ear, you could have vaginas on your ears, you could have penises on your ears. Why not, right?
You have penis 4 years.
Huh?
What?
What'd you say?
What is it that your mom calls you? A dick with ears?
A dick with ears. My mom calls me a dick with ears. Yeah. Here's the: if you bought ball earrings, would you want them shaved and clean and upkept, or would you want
I
just
said I was buying them.
hairy balls? Hairy balls on your ears.
I don't want balls on my ears.
I think it'd be funny.
I think balls are like just the weirdest body part, to be honest. I don't think penises are that weird. I don't think vaginas are that weird. I think the fact that you have a whole little purse,
a little coin purse.
Them in.
Yeah, we have our own little travel bag.
Okay, but also we're gonna take this another level. I dissected a cadaver when I was in high school. I was in college level anatomy my junior year, and a few of us for special credit or whatever.
What age were you?
I was 17 at the time.
You were 17. You were cutting apart a dead body.
I had to get my mom to sign off and everything. We had to go to the college. Like it was a whole big old thing. It was like a 6-week long process. But like I have cut open a pair of balls.
What was the youngest kid in the class?
Me. I was the
17.
Yeah, everyone else was already.
Imagine a 17-year-old.
Actually, I'm sorry. I lied to you. I was 16 at the time. I was 16. I turned 17 my junior year. But at any rate, yeah, so when you cut open the ball sack, they just
all right, that's enough.
But they're so freaking long, they just fall right to the ground.
All right, we're good. We got it.
Oh, is this making you uncomfortable?
That and monetization.
That we care about now.
Yeah.
I didn't care about it 5 minutes ago.
Because we're trying to tiptoe around it.
You were not tiptoeing around sex work at all.
A little bit. I was trying to. I could have went way harder in the paint. I said S work, by the way.
No, you didn't.
Most of the time. I the first time I said that, and then I switched it to S work. Rewind the tape. I'll be right back. I have to pee. You're up.
Does
all
this
right.
look dumb? I'll ask the people because you're not giving me good answers anyway. All right, guys. This is where I'm at. Here's where I'm at. Sierra, if you're still here, I could use some female or somewhat female. I don't mean not. Never mind. Anyway, blah. Guys, I'm adding. So I'm doing my Beetlejuice thing, and I already put the fabric here, and I've added the glitter to it. But I don't like how my fabric meets up with the rest of the leather. So I'm now trying to decide between. I've started on this side, maybe doing studs, or oh my gosh, Steven, Kindergarten Cop. Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina. These. You can't see them very. I think you could see it better on the green side. I have these like they're kind of domey, but green and purple, like a dark color shift. I'm gonna just put these down. I have my studs, silver and black. I have these round ones that are also rainbowy. But the reason I'm afraid to do too much is because it will end up looking like this. I'm rhinestoning it. They're going to be mismatched, but not. But yes, but no. So the insides are going to say Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. And then the back sides are going to have, or the outsides are going to have the rhinestones. But I don't know if it's going to be too much or if I should maybe just get like a piece of rope or like some sort of binding. Maybe. Or maybe like some Mardi Gras beads. Also, I crocheted my shoelaces because I had to. And I'm planning on, of course, making all of this to wear this weekend because I'm a psychopath. But I have a top to match it. I think Anastasia's definitely seen the top. I'll grab it when he comes back so y'all can see it. But it's going to go with the pants or not the pants. The boots. I have I'm going to make a cardigan to go with it. I originally made a top and bottom, like a crop top and shorts. No one cares. Anyway, the shorts are they were too big. So they're not really shorts. They're bootylicious. So those aren't going to be worn, but I'll probably wear the crop top. But I was thinking about getting all of my stuff together for Beetlejuice 2 and another stand that we went to at the Pride Festival the other day. I got a set of Beetlejuice earrings. They say never trust the living. They're on little planchettes. They're the whole thing. I'm very excited about Beetlejuice 2 coming out. So I think the overall agreement here is studs, which means I need to get more studs. And these, have you ever put studs in anything? I don't know if you can see that. Those beautiful, disgusting little points. I have freaking made my fingers bleed so much. I used these. If anybody watched my Witchy Works in Progress on my page, I used these whenever I made my WrestleMania jacket. And I was using them with a crochet hook to push them down with. I definitely got to get some symbols or something. I got to figure out an easier way for that. I must have made him a good sandwich. Okay. So I guess my only other question then is, should I keep them how I'm doing them, like oppositely colored, like silver, black, silver, black, silver, black? Or should I just do them in one color? I actually don't know if I have enough room for the studs because I did the rhinestones first and I kind of went over where the studs would go. I'm gonna have to take out a couple of rhinestones, but we'll make it happen. We'll make it work. Alternating. All right, y'all. Alternating. So this is my favoriteest part, or I go, hi, I need things. The people have spoken. He's busy. He's doing things. Makes them stand out more. I think I'm gonna just stay away from all the studs right now because it's just stressing me out looking at them. Then I'm gonna go back to painting.
Here, I'm sorry. So remember all those random Snapchat ads? That's paying off because a lot of people are like, "This is a great idea." Sorry.
Yeah, so I was talking to you.
I'd hate to do that. I alternate my crafts. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What you said? People have spoken what?
Black and silver studs in such fashion.
Okay.
Except for I used most of my black studs for my WrestleMania shirt.
Okay, so you need more black.
So I have maybe like 10 black. I have enough to probably do one.
Find
boot,
what
but not
you need
the
on
other.
Amazon.
So I need black studs. I need black rhinestones, and that's it.
Find what you need on Amazon and send me the link. And then when I get my bank card next paycheck, I'll get you what you need.
Appreciate you. Or if someone just wants to buy a video on my OnlyFans.
OF.
Sorry.
Can't teach her anything.
I don't fucking know. You switch it up on me all the time, bro.
Well, monetization's on this video is gone. So if anyone wants to throw a super chat at us.
I have plenty of silver ones, so if you need anything studily.
Io's losing her mind.
Well, yeah, she's stuck with damage control has to change. Here comes Sammy. All right, I'm going back to painting. I'm just gonna let that dry for now.
Sierra, can you do custom earrings? Like, would you be able to do the ABJ logo as an earring up here? Me too, Parm. I think the minimum stages for the TV shows is good, and then for a pay-per-view, you go over the top, and it makes it stand out more. And it's probably a lot cheaper to travel that way.
Ask her if she
can hear
me.
Yeah.
Do you have the or do you know where I can get backs, the large backs, so that like, because I really like your tongue earrings, but my ears used to be gauged and everything falls out of them, and I'm always like, especially because of the stickiness in nature of these, I'm afraid that if these fall, they're gonna get really dirty and nasty. And so I need some, like, what do you suggest I do that I can wear them in my big old hole?
Just right on the line. We're there. We haven't even had beer.
I'm talking about my ear hole.
We haven't even had beer this stream. It's only 9 o'clock. Do you want to crack?
I haven't done in a while.
You want to crack a beer?
Sure. That's not what I was going with, but sure.
Do you like the long, short? Do you like those long ones or short ones? They've been doing entrances and backstage stuff. Yeah, I'm a fan of how Monday Night Raw is being
Longer,
produced.
short, what?
I like the shorter ramp. I like the shorter,
ramp.
the shorter ones. Yeah.
Right. Are they thicker though?
No, they're actually thinner. They're thinner because the crowd's more on top of you. You know.
Right.
Short and thin is my preference. I feel like it's more intimate. You know.
I should have pulled out my battery pack. Anyway, what time?
Cream ale.
Yeah, we never tried yet. Or did you already try them? The brown ones.
I had them. You can have one. I'm not a fan of them.
You didn't like either one?
Not really.
Is it like a malt or is it like?
You'll just try it.
Maybe not.
You might like. Honestly, you might like them. When I drink a beer, I want to drink a beer.
Yeah, but it's whiskey.
Is it?
It's whiskey.
I know, but it doesn't taste like it doesn't taste like whiskey. It tastes like, I don't know. It's
like a Smirnoff thing again.
Just try it. Just try it and tell me what you think.
Do you want a free one?
The one-shot cameras where they bring 2 cream ales up. Yeah, I like the one shots. Oh, I keep cracking my neck after being stiff for so long, and it feels so good. We got a lot of love on Facebook tonight. Thank you all so much. Hartford Henry, Heather and Sierra with the loves. Tim Mingle with the love react on Facebook. I appreciate y'all. Oh, I love that entrance. That was my favorite when he was outside the building and talked about how important the building was. Then came like Jey Uso went through the crowd and left through the crowd, met Sammy outside, and then Sammy walked through back to the same area of the crowd, and it was all one continuous shot. I thought that was excellent.
You really just say that they're happy? You think they're happy? You think they're happy? Chad, turn around and get a good look. Do they look happy to you? Giselle, are you happy?
Smile, Tozawa. Smile. I love Tozawa so much. He's such a gem. So real quick, they said the QR code for tonight has put a countdown, an official countdown clock, and the clock is reading next Monday night. During the Captain Howdy Doody clip, yeah, they said it. The QR code has a timer on it, and the timer leads to next Monday. So all the speculation online now is going to be Captain Howdy.
Where did you get that from?
At Pride.
I didn't see any freaking koozies.
It was the same place you got all the condoms.
No, it's not. I definitely would have. For that, nuh-uh.
Yes.
That is not the place that had the condoms.
I don't remember.
That was the one that had your friend working at.
I bought a condom holder for your keychain that says home run.
I got like 4 of them.
Because you're greedy.
Because I want to be prepared and have one on every one of my purses. Safe sex is, sorry. We already
I'll tell you what,
monetization is out, right? So fuck it.
We're promoting good stuff at this point.
Huh?
We're promoting good stuff at this point. We're talking about contraceptives.
Yeah.
The black condom. Crazy.
I like it. I like it. It does something for the if you're in a BDSM, man. I don't know. I was like, oh, that's nice. There was glow in the dark ones.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how many condoms I got until I got home. And it's funny because we walked in.
Saved me $40.
It's funny because we walked in and you told your dad. That was like the first thing you said to your dad was like, we got so many condoms. and your mom had somebody over and everything. And I was just kind of looking. And I went upstairs and I started like separating all of my little goodie bags, you know what I mean? And they were like, oh yeah, grab some. And just like the one dude like actually put his hand into one of the buckets and grabbed a handful and threw them into my bag. So I was like, whatever. And he's like, these ones are glow in the dark. So I did the same thing and I just grabbed a handful and I threw them in. I ended up with 27 condoms. So I mean, I'm pretty safe for a bit.
I got a
I'm good for like the next month.
I got a fidget pen, which I've been playing with during this entire podcast.
I was messing with it earlier when I was doing your clips. All right, so
a lot of crochet stuff. Oh, let's talk about my adoption.
I was wondering, you
grab it.
Go ahead. I took it out of the thing for you. Just point at it because I got it. I got him sitting up straight. I took him out of the little bag.
Little thing you can't really see up there.
Where's his adoption papers?
The adoption papers were next to him. There was a woman, a girl, or a person, a human. Sorry. They made crocheted little creatures. They were actually a couple stands down of Glebe. She was. What was she trying to make? And she was trying to make a pattern.
She said she was trying to make I want to say she was trying to make a bunny. She said she was trying to make, but she gave up when it came to the arms and she liked the shape better that she did for the ears, and then kind of decided that they didn't need arms and legs, and she liked it as it was, and she just started making it in different little. I got a sticker actually. I have the sticker of what it's drawn out to look like. Yeah, so she kind of was making something, and then it kind of was like a failed project, and then she looked at the failed project and was like, I kind of like this, so she named them Glebes. And they look like little dobbies. They have like dobby ears and stuff. I think we should actually move him down one. I think you should just hand it to me. I am going to, but only because you'll be able to see his ear. Because the purple on that side and the yellow on. So she made a bunch of them that were pride colors. I didn't, once again, I don't know all the pride colors, but I picked the non-binary one because I thought the gold and the black was cool. First of all, this man line, you told her to pick one out for you. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. No, I did not. You are so. I said I will take this one because the black and gold on the front looks cool, but I would like you to name it. You didn't have her name it, but you had her. You were like, which one do you think I should get? Because you were saying you didn't know which ones, and she was like this one, and you were like, oh, I like that one with the black and gold. All right, cool. That's what happened then. Anyway, this is the thing, and I thought it was a cool little creature.
and it comes with like a little adoption paper. So she named it Glorb, and that's my new little secondary mascot because we have another mascot coming to the podcast. But I thought it was a really creative form of art where like it was a failed project that became something really like their brand, if that makes sense. The Glebes, the Glebe Army. But yeah, I think that's really, really cool. And then we put raffles in for like another crocheted thing, and we actually won. And my friend Meg won because we gave her the winning ticket. So she got a little kitty crocheted pet. I don't know. It was really cool. A lot of 3D printed stuff there. A lot of what was it? Freeze dried. I'll wait till she comes back in the room. But a bunch of candy that was like all like freeze. I'm guessing air freeze dried, or I don't know. Like they suck all the air out of it or whatever, and it like makes it really big. Maybe.
Yeah.
What was the candy? Is it freeze dried?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a sticker for it.
That's what it's supposed to, or what originally.
We didn't get to try any of it because I felt like it was like $10 for like 4 peach rings, and I felt like if it was really, really good, it would be a problem. What else did we do that was really good there? The food trucks were good. The moonshine. You what did you get? Strawberry cream.
Yeah, something. I don't remember what it was. Like a strawberry dreamsicle.
That was really good. It tasted like the strawberry cream lifesavers, cream savers. Meg got a.
She got the orange one.
Orange. Was it orange?
Yeah.
I thought it was mango.
No, because I wouldn't have tried it.
It was one of them. It was really good. I just got a Sprite and moonshine because I'm boring, but it was essentially just Sprite and peach moonshine, and that was really, really, really good. I actually we should probably go take a ride up to that place, and I want to buy a bottle of it. I think that'd be a cool little drink for the summer. Just Sprite or ginger ale and some of the moonshines. Apple pie and peach are probably the ones I go for. Otis takes a loss to Sami Zayn. Oh, and Gable jumping him.
I'm so done. Is he's almost out, right?
His contract's coming up, but he's probably sticking around. What else probably did you like? Oh, the guy who had like the really like the metalworking jewelry was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
You talk about you almost got your hair braided.
Yeah. Well, no, Lily wanted me to get a braid put in my hair.
Can I do it? You gonna let me do it? You were gonna do it.
Anthony Blackwell Jordan, commisstorian, passed away. I don't know who that is, Iggy. I'm gonna Google it. Commisstorian. Is that the dude who does? Don't tell me the dude who does all the comic book. No, so it's a different guy that I'm thinking of, but yeah, the an unfortunate accident. Comic historian, YouTuber Ben Potter has passed away. That sucks. He had really good content. He had really, really good content. He was really good if you were like taking someone to see a superhero movie, but they weren't familiar with the character. He would do a full breakdown of the history of the character.
Which guy is it? Let me see.
Not the Spanish kid.
Oh.
It was a different guy.
Is it bad that? Why did you know I was going there?
Because I showed you his videos.
I've shown. Okay, sure.
Just recently, we watched one of his videos because there was a character you were questioning.
Yeah.
And I said I really like this guy.
Did you show all the other stuff you got?
I don't like what's up.
So you got your new sunglasses.
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch.
You got
They gave away a bunch of free,
magnet.
bunch of swag.
I got a hat, even though I must have made that lady's day though. I was like, I am a veteran. She's like, you're part of the VA then. I was like, I'm not. This awful spray tan. What in the F? I've been watching a lot of Ron Killing's TikToks, and he just did one with his daughter the other day, and he was still wearing the 24/7 belt, and I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
Chupacabra. Oh, Scarlett did the fortune telling. She hooked you up. We're gonna die tonight. Our shirt's amazing.
I love him.
It's written in the stars, dog. We gonna die tonight. If Penta El Zero his contract ends between August and September, if they don't reach a deal with AEW, do you see him in WWE? I don't see a world where Penta is utilized properly in WWE. I'm going to be honest. If they do, awesome. Give him a change of scenery. A Penta versus Rey Mysterio match would be kind of cool. Penta versus Dragon Lee would be cool. Like, there's a lot of matchups I'd like to see, but I'm just nervous to see how they would use them. Who's all in the chat? Let me know if you're still here. Say hi.
Did you see the girl that Rem took in the ring the other day cosplaying as Bianca?
No.
She killed it.
This is the tag team that everyone is already trying to break up, but I
don't hate the tag team together. I'm not trying to hate. I don't like this. I understand they're not wrestling today, but like,
I just think it's very important to see them as a tag team right now. Like, I think.
Oh, I don't disagree.
I think representation wise, I think it's very important to see two strong black women as tag team champions.
I was just commenting on their outfits for today.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys. Sierra's still here. Anastasia's still here. C. Henry's still here. Appreciate y'all. So let's kind of break down some content coming up while we're on break. So I was telling before, this out right now is episode Tornado Tag Podcast. We reviewed Slamboree 94. You can go check out my Terminator 2 Judgment Day review with Sonny Defarge, interview with Rojas. He's a young star coming out of Catchpoint Wrestling out of Philadelphia. Me and my buddy Courtney just did Terrifier 2. This Wednesday, I'll have on Pedro Vasquez. He's an independent filmmaker. He's doing a movie based on the independent wrestling scene. On Monday, your favorite and mine is back, Dante with Abigail. We're going to watch this creepy little demon vampire girl and remind us why we don't want children. And then we're going to be back on Monday again with Miss Misfit as we're plugging her Say Gay Drag Brunch in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania on the 30th. So make sure you guys check out all that content coming up this month. Nailed that. Nailed it.
What are you doing next weekend?
Next weekend is New Era Pro Wrestling. The weekend after that is Harrisburg Pride. The Sunday after that is Wilkes-Barre Pride. And then the Say Gay Drag Brunch will wrap up all of our Pride events.
Well, wait a minute. You just skipped over every Sunday.
Well, Oh, all the tornado tags.
Yeah.
I guess I should promote tornado tag, right?
Yeah. You kind of it'd behoove you.
I have to make the thumbnails. That's why I forgot. All right, so
I haven't made my thumbnails either.
tornado tag. I'll give you the whole rundown of the month of what's coming for tornado tag. So we just did the Slamboree. Next episode is gonna be What If episode. Our very first What If episode is gonna be What If Ric Flair went to the WWE in 1988. Movie review after that will be Body Slam. Then we're doing a bio on Abdul the Butcher. Then Abdullah the Butcher. And then we'll do another show review, and this one's going to be a stinker, but it's King of the Ring 1995. Terrible show. And then following the next week after that, we're going to do a What If King of the Ring 95 was good, and we're going to rebook it. Also, starting in, I'm really excited for this. I'm pumped for this. I'm going to be honest with you. Starting in July, for 12 months, starting in July. So from July to July, I'm gonna
emo music. No emo music.
All emo music.
No.
It falls into a category. Alternative.
Is that what you're doing first? That's a cheat.
I'm not saying it's first. I'm just saying it's on the list. So I picked out 12 genres of music, and for the entire month, I have to only listen to that genre of music. It's subdivisions, artists, albums, whatever I find I like or I'll attach to. And then I'm going to do a breakdown of the stuff I liked, the stuff I didn't like, what I learned about that genre, what I was surprised about that genre. And then at the end of every month, I'm going to do a podcast episode talking about that genre of music and some of the fun stuff I found out about it. So here's the 12 genres of music I'll be covering. Now, each genre has subdivisions. So if I didn't say your genre, it's probably part of that subdivision. So, these are not in order, but I have alternative music, blues, country, a month of country. Not looking forward to that. Another one I'm not looking forward to, a month of dance music, which is like EDM and all that.
Oh, hell yeah. You put that on there?
Yes.
You didn't have it on the list yesterday. I'm very excited for you.
It's dance music, folk, hip hop, metal, pop music, R&B and soul, reggae, and rock. And that's the 12 months of music. But I'm not just going to listen to stuff I like or I know. Like, I'm going to actually challenge myself to check out new things in those genres or find subcategories that I've never heard of or explore. Because another thing, too, I don't know a lot of new music. I'm kind of stuck in my parents' era of music and then my era of high school music. And then I just stopped. And then I have like a sprinkle of new stuff here and there. But mostly I'm just stuck in my little bubble. Yeet. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to put those 12 in like a randomized wheel, and then I'm going to spin the wheel and find just randomly drop one for that month, and then from there just kind of post it. What's my opinion on the Friday the 13th movies?
Trash. Just kidding.
So growing up, I hated them. I was a huge Michael Myers fan growing up. And then I got older and I understood movies and plot and dialogue and continuity. And I was like, man, Halloween sucks. It's probably the worst franchise of all time. And Jason and Friday the 13th is way better than I liked as a kid. And I like it more now as an adult than I did as a child. So Friday the 13th is all right in my book. Say his name and he will appear. Clap. I don't know what you mean by that. Yo, look at their. I don't know about the red and white top, red, white, and black tops, but those black and gold pants are killing it for both of them. They said Shayna Baszler got knocked out cold at the pay-per-view, but if she's out here in gear, I don't think she passed concussion protocols. Oh, Joe Henry. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really seen anything from Joe Henry. I don't really watch any
who's that?
TNA. Now that I get some paychecks coming in again and I have an income and a bank card coming soon, I'll probably resubscribe to TNA's web app and watch it more.
I understand that this is their wrestling gear, but I feel like that's a lot more cohesive as a tag team. I feel like today they just went, Throw in something with bling, and we'll call it matching. Like it doesn't give tag team.
I disagree. I think it looks pretty cohesive.
I don't think it looks cohesive at all. I think that if you're gonna do rhinestones, do rhinestones. I think if you're gonna do beads, do beads. One's doing beads, one's doing rhinestones. They're not the same. They look like cousins, not sisters.
They're still family though.
Oh my gosh, like third cousins. Okay. God damn it.
They're still in the same household.
Ew.
Why?
Ew.
How did you get ew out of that?
How did we go from third cousins to being? Why do you live with your third cousins?
I'm just not saying. I'm saying you're at the family reunion. You're in the same house. You're in the same family.
Well, yeah, but that's not. Yeah.
I don't know why you took that to an ill level. That's weird. You projecting?
Are you projecting?
I'm not. You're the one who said it.
I'm. Oh my gosh. Ew. Never mind. It's not.
Here's your witchy team. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn.
Isla. Can you get it?
So do they
going straight to Judy Underwood?
Do they win
No.
tonight and go into Clash of Castle as tag team champions, or do they set up a rivalry and win them at Clash of Champions, a Clash of Castle?
But they're neither one of them are tag team champions though.
They're I'm saying they win tonight and challenge for the tag team champion.
Oh, and you said do they win for? I thought you said they win the tag team.
I probably missaid it, but yeah. But I'm saying, do they beat Bianca and Jade because they're from Glasgow and they're doing a Clash of Castle, like, which is like,
I have a feeling like, oh, so you're saying like, I think that they'll be there because they're from Glasgow, but I don't think they're gonna win.
I mean, last year usually when they build a pay-per-view around a big name, they usually try to make the hometown crowd happy so people come back. That's like the wrestling trope. And last year they put Drew McIntyre for the world championship and screwed him hard. And now they're getting him another chance to win the championship against Damian Priest.
Right.
And now they're going to give two females from that area a chance to win titles. So, like, I don't know. Who knows? It's a triple threat at Clash. There you go. Do you think they win at a Clash? Do you think they take it home? Oh, WWE Speed for the three people who care. Andrade, your new champion.
What?
Andrade is the new Speed champion.
Speed?
Yep. Ricochet has dropped the Speed championship and is probably leaving the company.
You know what? But you know what? I would too if they said we're dropping the belt on you. Like, because they're not utilizing him for shit. And Prince Puma deserves better than that. Okay.
I love Ricochet. I think Ricochet is very, very good. But all this, like, he's been a lot of solo champions. He's held a lot of titles. The biggest problem he has, his charisma's not there. He can't really cut promos. And in this business, man, you got to be able to do it all.
Right.
If you want to be considered a top guy, you got to be able to do all the things that top guys do. And Ricochet kind of lacks that one aspect of his career. I feel like they're using the tag team belts as a plot for Jade and Bianca to feud. So no, unless they do the turn at Clash. Fair. What if Ricochet gets injured in AEW? I mean, anyone can get injured anywhere.
Right.
I think if he gets freed up, though, I think him and Will Ospreay will have one big banger match, and then we probably won't see much of Ricochet after that. Oh!
That's not purple at all.
Good sell by Shayna. Because that literally looked like she bent her knee backwards. That looked really good.
Ooh. Would you call this the color of the handbook for the recently deceased?
I'm gonna be honest. I want Shayna Baszler to be tag team champion. I want Shayna and Zoe Stark to be tag champions. I think they're beast. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I was trying to make a purple and it didn't really come out purple, but do you think it kind of looks like the color of the handbook?
A little bit. Did you let the white dry?
I did, but it's just so thin that like it all pops off anyway. That's what happened with all this. Yeah.
That's this Saturday already. Holy Hannah. We'll have to watch that when we get home from New Era.
What is? The Clash?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I just got paint all over me. Just give me
We won't be live for Clash. I'll be doing commentary.
So after looking at the crochet artists, I feel a lot better for the... I feel better, but at the same time, I still haven't started anything. So maybe I should just keep my mouth shut.
I mean, how long are they going to push Braun to be this killer before he eventually goes for a title? And when he finally goes for a title, what do you think it's going to be? And why is it speed? Braun Breaker, your new speed champion. He runs out there and spears somebody really fast and wins the match. Who does Braun Breaker squash tonight? Speedball Mike Bailey's finisher has been spotted in the 2K video game. Just putting that out there too. Down to the taunts and everything. Wake up, chat. Are you here? Where is that, chat? Wake up. Give me a topic to talk about. It doesn't have to be wrestling related. If you're here hanging out and you just want to talk about anything, I'm down to have conversations that aren't wrestling. I appreciate if you're not a wrestling fan, you're still chilling with us tonight. That means a lot. You guys watching makes YouTube pay me, so I appreciate that. Unless we got demonetized, then we ain't making a dime from this one. I'm getting old. I get so sleepy so quick. Did anyone, maybe video game people, I'll try this conversation. In 2K, there you go. It's called the Ultima Weapon. Well, that's what he calls it. I don't know what it's called in the video game, though. I'm sorry. C. Henry says, what got you into drag shows? So I was doing commentary at the Sanctuary, and took a lot of pride in that place, and I wanted to become more than what it was and get more eyes and attention to it. And they started doing other shows besides pro wrestling shows. So I myself and Lily would go there and help, clean up the building and try to make it look presentable. And
I even helped with the dressing of the first drag. Second show.
Lily helped dressing with
and
makeup with Hawthorne.
Mm-hmm.
Or what was his drag name?
Shirley Joe King.
Shirley Joe King, yes. Helped set up chairs, everything we needed. And then after the first show, I was like, man, this was a lot of fun. Like, I really, really enjoyed myself. And I got to really talk to the performers and see who they were as people and identify with them and understand their goals and their dreams, or, just like anybody else's goals or dreams. And I really got to like see the industry, and I have it doesn't matter the industry. I'm just going to be honest. Like, I really think that any scene you're into has its own little backstories of how things go in those scenes and how they tick, and things that you don't talk about publicly, but the industry people know, and all that stuff really fascinates me. And Trixie Valentine was really, really welcoming and understanding of knowing that this is something I've never experienced before, I've never seen before. And not only were they super understanding and supportive of me, and also understanding my curiosity and letting me answer and ask questions, that knowing I wasn't coming from a place of nastiness, but pure curiosity, but then also coming from a place where like I was asking the questions from both sides of the spectrum of like the negative questions that people had. And that's the beautiful thing about Trixie, is like I can listen to something of like someone's complaint of people saying this, and how do you respond to that? And they would be like, this is how I do it, because this is the way I see it. And they're very, very welcoming, understanding. And so was all the performers there. And then the second show came, and then I started helping with the show. I started helping with the door and cashing people out. And Trixie really, really put a lot of faith in me when it came to like handling the money and counting the money and helping the show. And I think I judged a couple shows. And I don't know, I just fell in love with it. I thought it was a really cool thing. I thought it was really fun to see how people chase this dream and how they go about it and how they take their bookings and how they travel and the pageantry to it. It's really, really fun. Yeah, I don't know. That's how I really got into it, but it's really fun. So it depends. So the show that I first went to, it was a head-to-head lip sync battle style shows, where two people go in there and they would do a number of a music that they didn't pick. They were all randomized. Well, they would pick from a list of music.
Right. They knew what the songs were ahead of time.
Yes.
They had a list of songs
that
would be picked.
Yep. So and then they would have to go in and kind of improv, or maybe they practiced every single song. Who knows? But they had to go against someone physically side by side to them. But most drag shows are mostly one-on-one style shows, where it is like performing to a song and kind of lip singing and dancing and stage work and crowd work and stuff like that. I guess it kind of varies depending on the drag show you go to.
Yes, very much.
But from my experience, those are two shows I experienced, where it's kind of like runway performance style, where they crowd work on stage, dancing, lip syncing, performing.
Yes, but there's certain different aspects, but yeah, for the most part, yes, everyone is performing. Sometimes there's music involved, sometimes there's lip singing involved, or most of the time I should say. But there's also like pageantry, like drag pageantry that you can do as well, where there's talent aspects of it and just stage presence and just coming out and having like almost a modeling, like you said, like a runway, without necessarily performing, just actually being in their drag and then doing a talent show and then maybe doing a lip singing part as well.
Yeah,
it all depends on what that performance entails.
I didn't get to see them perform at Pride because I felt like I wasn't trying to be mean or disrespectful, but I could not sit in that dead sun all day. The only problem with Pride events is like they're usually not shade, and it's in June, and it's in the dead of the heat and dead in the like sun. And look at my skin complexion. I don't do well.
What? These drag performers are doing it with layers and layers and layers of clothing and a wig and makeup and all of it.
That's fair, but I can't sit for 3 hours.
Right, but they're moving around. They're fanning themselves.
Yeah. I can't sit in the dead sun on a bleacher for 4 hours. So I walked around a lot and found shade and stuff like that. So I missed a lot of people performing, but got to talk to Delaney.
Delaney O'Brien.
Holy Hannah, they're killing it. Their look has changed so much since the first shows that we've seen them at, and they're doing really, really cool things. Oh, some of Dragon House bums scare the shit out of me. Good question though. I appreciate. No, that's fair. That's fair. I didn't know. I went completely cold. I haven't seen a drag show until those moments. But there are shows you can watch on TV. Everyone says RuPaul Drag Race, and I'm sure it's a great show. But I've kind of been ruined. I would feel. I seen Dragula, and Dragula is like horror and punk and filth and smut and just everything I love in life is in this Dragula. And after watching a season and a half of it, I don't think I can watch RuPaul's Drag Race. I don't think it would be as entertaining to me. I mean, I'm just saying that I would probably try it, but I'm more locked into the Dragula side of things. If for me personally, I like the drag monster aspect more than I like the drag king and queen. I like all of it. I appreciate all of it, but my favorite niche is definitely drag monsters. I would travel more to go see more drag monster shows. I was told it was a lot in Philly. They're really, really cool. It's more spooky, occulty, horror, punk. The music they usually pick is a lot more up my speed. Who was the one that performed the Queen stuff? Do you remember the name?
Morgan.
Mm-hmm. They were really, really good. You can tell they're like a big deal.
They're Miss Gay USA.
Miss Gay USA. They were really, really good. Gave them a business card, so I might have them on the podcast.
Be on my show.
After,
actually, I think they said they'd only be on my show because of your Cheez-It hearing.
So they're gonna be on mine first.
Big surprise.
Sorry, I'm just awesome. I don't know what to tell you. These things freak me out. These Oculus glasses.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think they're weird looking. Ricky 71, what's going on, brother? Thank you for hanging out in the stream. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe and that thumbs up button. I don't know how many thumbs up we're at right now. Chat's really quiet tonight. A lot of my people are kind of out and about, I guess. We're at 11 thumbs ups. So no, not at all. I know Steven and stuff were here earlier and Axel, but I think they all dipped already. They all left me. Is Tantalizing Tony live tonight? Go over and give Tantalizing Tony a thumbs up real quick. There's no chance he's not live tonight.
I thought he wasn't doing them anymore.
Oh, they're doing show review now. They're not doing
right. They're not doing the live. They're doing the afterwards.
Interesting.
You're the one who told me about that.
Yeah, but I thought maybe he was because he was still doing lives, but now maybe they're fully switching over to the show reviews. So if you want to check out a show review of Monday Night Raw after this, head over to Tantalizing Tony, the leader of the TWF. I don't mind VR, but I think like the virtual glasses, like the people are in coffee shops with the big Oculus is on and like chatting with people and stuff is weird. Like I think VR should just like stay in the home, maybe. I don't know. Doing 3 things at once: homeschooling, studying, listening, and about to do the 4th thing is make lunch for the kiddos. Appreciate you for hanging out. Thank you so much. Speaking of the TWF, the Tantalizing World Federation Wrestling, Tantalizing Wrestling Federation, Tantalizing Tony's getting a brand new belt. He just showed off his YouTube World Championship, and boy, is it gorgeous! It's a really pretty belt. But I've been claiming that I am the Intercontinental Champion of YouTube if he's the World Champion, and that bit has turned into that, you know, a reality where Joel Ruda and Tantalizing Tony are going to be getting me my own title belt, which is kind of exciting. So I'm going to be obnoxious. I'm going to be as obnoxious Tantalizing Tony. I'm carrying my belt everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. Drag show, belt around me. Grocery store, belt. I'm taking it everywhere.
I don't even go to the grocery store.
I'm going to start going to the grocery store. You need eggs, Mom? Let me get my belt. I probably won't be that hard, but I'm bringing it everywhere. So when I get my belt, I will have it with me, and I want to get photos of everybody with the belt. I think it'd be kind of cool. I'm using it as a business card, if that makes sense, you know. Crafting earrings and listening. What are you making? What type of earrings? What anything fun or anything cool, or is it all top secret? We need iHeart ABJ earrings. Dragunov kind of looks like my boss. A younger version of my boss.
Dear Lord.
Huh? He does.
Love that for you. I don't really know how to respond to that.
I'm looking at Dragunov. He looks like somebody. Making donuts, just little clay ones. Oh, that's cool. Here's a question for everybody. Favorite donut. What's your favorite donut? You go to Dunkin' and you say, give me half a dozen or a dozen. What style donut do you go for? Do you see them putting the title on Braun sooner than later? I think Braun's gonna have a while before he gets to the world title picture, but I definitely think he's gonna be like a US or a Intercontinental soon before that. Boston cream. I love Boston cream, but Ferris Bueller made me not Ferris Bueller. What movie is it? Van Wilder made me afraid of Boston creams. Glazed blueberry. That's a good one. What about you?
Me?
Yeah.
Go ahead, ask me. We're at Dunkin', right?
We're at Dunkin'. What donut?
I ordered my coffee, and you say,
what donut would you like?
I'll take an everything bagel with veggie cream cheese.
That's not a donut.
I don't like donuts.
You're un-American. Can anyone challenge you for your title at anywhere, anytime? No. See, the thing with my title is I'm not medically cleared. So I will unable to compete for my title. So unfortunately, it's not up for grabs. But you can take a photo with it. I'll let you hold it and take a picture with it, but you can't take it home. Mine is chocolate frosted. I know that sounds lame. Just a regular donut, chocolate frosting on top. I really, really like.
Did you get one today?
Yeah.
I took one of each, but only because I was super hungry. I'm really not big on donuts, but I was like, Mama came home with the whole 12-pack.
But my other donut that I fuck with, I really like apple crumb.
I was waiting for you to say powdered donuts, and I feel like I'm not wrong by saying that, but you. I just feel like I don't hate donuts. I'm not going to go out of my way to get donuts. If somebody buys like a 12-pack of donuts, I might take a glazed one, but like I feel like donuts themselves are super sweet, and then adding toppings on them is just too much. I can never finish it.
It's a weird thing too. As a whole donut, chocolate frosted, are chocolate glazed. Not a fan of. But
the chocolate donut with the glazed over it. Yeah, that's disgusting.
But as a munchkin, I'll fuck them up all day. Like, I think as a munchkin, they're a perfect munchkin donut. But as a full donut, it's too much.
It's disgusting, right? It's way too much.
That dumb to think. Like,
no,
I can't eat a full version of it. But
I get that though, because exactly for what I said, it's not that I don't like donuts, they're just too much. I'll have any flavor of munchkin donut, to be honest, because I can just eat one or two and then save the rest for later.
Damn, he fucking lays that clothesline in. ABJ's title will be 24-hour title. It will not be. I am not medically cleared.
Take it off of him. He doesn't need to be medical cleared for me to pin him.
Non-title match. I mean, if any ladies want to come compete for the title, you're more than welcome. But unfortunately, ladies, they will all be non-title bouts. How many condoms you say we got? 37 condoms. We have a lot of bouts.
I didn't say 37. You said 20.
20.
I said 27.
27.
But I said I got those. You should have got your own condoms.
That's very true. I don't know if this is a community
condom. My condoms.
I don't know if this is a community condom pool here.
Get your own. Actually, no, I just told you I found like 5 or 6 the other day in one of the bags upstairs.
All right,
those are yours. So you got a few.
All right, cool. I got a couple bouts in me if anybody wants to hit me up. Love your hoop earring, Anthony. Looking like you about to beat a bitch's ass on the street. It's not a hoop. It's a cracker. It's a cracker. And if you're asking, Tony, did you get a cracker earring because you're white? Sure did. I'm rocking my inner Shawn Michaels. You know what I mean? I'm trying it out. I like it. I think it's fun. For all your earring needs, go check out Sierra here. She makes cool earrings. That's where I bought it. I'm gonna wear your tongue one day.
No, we're not. You don't know. You don't even clean your earrings.
No, I don't. I'm a savage. I love it. Rockstar vibes. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
The real rockstar move was, you see that cracker earring? I'm going to buy it. Watch this. Pierces his ear.
Yeah, yeah. So, fun fact. My ear hasn't been pierced since I'm like in 7th grade. I pierced it for when everybody else did it because it was cool back in like middle school. And I went to the mall and I got they got the little gun out and they shot me. And I wore it for like 2 weeks. And I was like, not for me. And I stopped wearing it. And I literally wore an earring for a couple weeks and that was it. And it's been just a hole in my ear for 20 some years plus. And I seen this cracker earring and I said, you know what? I'm going to shove that through my ear at a Pride event. And I didn't clean it or nothing. So me and Sierra I might have Sierra's DNA in my body right now. But I just re-pierced my ear at a Pride. Just shoved it through. That's rockstar. That's metal. Anthony Blackwell Jr. Watch Anthony get super kicked by tantalizing Tony and he takes your title with him. First off, I love tantalizing Tony, but there's no fucking chance he's doing a super kick. Dude, he's so fast. The Braun Breaker's so goddamn fast. Actually, I walked back to Sierra's table. I go, yeah, I'm wearing your earring. I just re-pierced my ear. And they're like, what the fuck? They're like, that's sick. What else we get? We got a knife earring from somebody. We bought a knife earring from somebody. And then what was the other one?
I bought 3 pairs of earrings.
What was the one that you bought for me, though?
I didn't.
The knife earring? You said I can use that one?
I said you could have one and then one of the other one. We're doing mix and match sets here.
So yeah,
What was the other one?
a knife and
Come on, it was very me. It's very, very me. What is my favorite animal?
a cat. Was it a cat in the moon? A crow. A raven. A raven.
It was a raven.
A raven.
And
I don't remember. Beetlejuice. Oh yeah, but the Beetlejuice is yours, right?
yeah, those are all mine. Yeah, you're not getting those big. You're not getting those. Unless you can, maybe you can talk Sierra into making some sandworm ones, and then I'll split those with you, and we could each have one sandworm and one never trust the living.
Actually, do you know what I think would be even doper? What if we got
Ricochet just came out and is pissed.
What if Sierra can make the couple from Beetlejuice as like the face pulled out and the face opened, like the husband and wife when they do the spooky faces?
Yeah.
What's your favorite, like your Beetlejuice? Like, what's your favorite Beetlejuice, like on-screen visual thing you like?
My favorite Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
Cowboy Beetlejuice.
Cowboy Beetlejuice. Hey, come on down.
Cowboy Beetlejuice is living. I'm gonna grab my other.
Oh, what the fuck does he say in that? I'll slay your living, don't sit down. On the show. I don't know. It's fucking, I love it. I want the whorehouse. We're gonna go to get a little action.
Oh my gosh, we're worried about monetization because I said balls, but you're gonna say whorehouse?
I don't know. That's what they call it in the movie. The brothel. He's like, oh, we're gonna go to get a little action.
You gotta pause and then go.
Wait, action. Wait. With the big spikes on his shoulder. Such a great scene. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. So someone made these. They're little planchettes. And they say, never trust the living. Blackcraft made a cool never trust the living shirt. These are the what are they called?
Ravens.
Yeah, but the style.
Victorian style silhouette.
Yeah, the silhouette with ravens. That's actually pretty cool. I would rock one of those.
You're getting one of those on one of these.
And then we got little scream knives.
So those, I'm gonna mix and match those together, one and one.
Thank you. Yeah, we try to show a lot of love to different vendors and spent a lot of we spent way too much money at Pride, but it was definitely worth it. Can you give me a towel quick? Actually, you spent a lot of money at Pride.
Please sit with me. I'm bummed that the one necklace I bought, I really liked
it broke.
And it broke within like not even 24 hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. When you bought it, I could have told you that I was gonna break.
Which is why I was only like $10, so I didn't mind because I knew that, but I was hoping it would have lasted a little bit longer.
Another good Beetlejuice scene, character I like. I like the little shrunken head guy in the waiting room, or the girl who has her wrist cut in the way as like at the desk. If I would have known what I know now, I wouldn't have had my little accident. I always thought she was hot too. Why is she blue though? I never got that.
Why does it have to make sense? Half of them are like not from Earth. Why does she have to be? What color should she?
What do you mean they're not from Earth?
But I mean, like they're not human. A lot of them are not human.
Here's,
so why are you surprised that someone is not? What color skin tone should she have had?
So I'm guessing maybe because she was in a tub, or
so she's
waterlogged. But like the not the deets. What are the how many times I've seen the movie? I couldn't tell you what the fucking husband and wife name was.
Adam and
Barb,
yeah.
Yeah, we just watched it yesterday.
Gina Davis and Alec Baldwin, right? Go on.
They're not shown like how they would look if they passed away. You know what I mean? Like they look normal. And I feel like they should be.
Do you think that's because it's from their point of view? Did you ever think of it that way?
Maybe
like they're looking at things like from their eyes. Do you know what I mean?
It's possible, but I feel like they should have.
They still see Lydia as a human because she is a human, but they wouldn't remember when they first get back and he says, maybe we should take things slow. How did we get here? Like they don't even remember how they died initially. So I feel like when they came to, it was just like, oh, I'm here with my loved one. And I just see you as who you were right before you died.
You know what was another weird line from the movie that I never picked up until we watched the other day? They said you've lived in your house for 107 years. What the fuck does that even mean?
So remember they also said when he first dips out to Saturn, and she brings him back, he falls off the porch and she brings him back and she's like 2 hours. And he was like, what are you talking about? Like, I just think because they're dead, they don't understand how time works anymore. So they're thinking it's like, oh, it's been a couple of days. It's been a few hours.
I would agree.
Whatever. And they've been gone for years or they've been gone for months.
But I would agree with that. But when the Deets buy the house, the lady who sold it is still their friend and alive. And she goes, yeah, they just recently
they were
passed.
family.
Yeah, but like she makes it seem like they recently passed away.
Right. But who's to say that their ancestors or whatever haven't already been living there?
Yeah, I don't know. It was a dynamic to the movie. I never picked up on until I watched it the other day. Anyway, I found on eBay. So can you have my figure quick? So this is I have a very handful of things that survived my house fire growing up. And this is one of them, but I don't have all the pieces to it. But it's Beetlejuice as like shrunken head. But these were all in the 90s and they had like 6 of them and they have Beetlejuice in like the maroon thing. They have I have a motorcycle, a car, a gravestone, but they had all these Beetlejuice toys. And I found someone on eBay who's selling all of the Beetlejuice toys like this for $80. And I'm fucking buying it. Like as soon as I get my paycheck next week, I'm buying fucking toys that I had as a kid. Because so here's my thing. It might sound immature and I don't care. Once again, I'm being honest about myself. I didn't have a chance to say goodbye to my childhood. It was just taken in a house fire. So like I see shit like this and I'm like, as a kid, I fucking love this. But I'd love to recollect the old Beetlejuice. I was a baby and I knew how to use the VCR. And I had 3 tapes that I knew how to use. I had a tape that had Beetlejuice, and it was a VHS tape that had like 3 movies on it. It had Beetlejuice, Back to the Future, and The Breakfast Club. And I watched it all the time. And I would like rewind it. And I'd watch Beetlejuice over and over to the point where I was like a little child going, hey, nice fucking model. And I'd grab my dick. They knew I was doomed from the start. Wonder why Tony's into like demons and occulty shit. Maybe because he watched Beetlejuice 400 times as a child. And I'm super excited for the new one. I cannot wait. Smashing back paints. I wish I had an accent. I mean, to somebody I do, right?
You do.
I rebuy things from my childhood for my daughter. That's sick. I love that. What is something from your childhood that you always wanted to rebuy but it's like too expensive now? I can tell you mine right off the bat. So I had 2 stuffed animals as a kid. And one was my pet monster. And it was this monster, like a blue monster. And he had like a big underbite with big fangs. And he had a football jersey on and a football helmet. And dude, to buy those dolls now are dumb expensive. And the other one, which is hilarious because now I work with potatoes and I'm Irish. It was just called a couch potato. And it was just a potato with eyes. And I had a couch potato doll. And I loved it as a kid. I have so many photos of me just sitting on the couch with my couch potato, just holding it, watching TV. Like a Betty Spaghetti. Why do I'm a
Betty Spaghettis. Holy shit. It was like they
like
had
Play-Doh?
the little stretchy arm. No, it was like a Stretch Armstrong, but make it a girl.
Oh, girl. Okay. Polly Pockets. So I used to be jealous that girls had Polly Pockets, and then we got Mighty Max. You ever hear of Mighty Max? Mighty Max was the same thing. It was a little pocket-sized playset, and you opened it, and it would be like a dungeon and a monster, and you had this little Indiana Jones-looking Max kid, and it was just like Polly Pocket, but it was for boys. The Power Rangers original Megazord, the one you put together, they're stupid expensive now. Yes, I agree. But Super 7 makes their own version of that now, which is really, really cool. I love Karrion Kross. Look how thinned out he got. Jesus Christ, he's shredded. He was one of my favorite people to hang out with for a day. He was really nice. Really nice guy. What's another childhood thing? Oh, I used to have Micro Machines. I used to love Micro Machines. And I used to have this big van. And the van held all your Micro Machines. And then you opened up the van and it turned into a little city. And then you drive around your Micro Machines in the city. I had that. That was really cool. All my old wrestlers. I will collect my LGN line again. I will buy those. That's on the list. What was another thing that I liked as a kid? Oof. But about fucking time AOP is getting victories. I don't understand how this team is not dominating. Like, look at this team. Like, how are they not killing it? Good conversation. I like this. I like how we bounce around. I appreciate y'all. Fun topics. It is pretty wild that his contract ends within days and they put him on TV like that. Samantha Irvin.
I'm not. I wish. She does not look sturdy, and the way that Miz is just jumping around is making me really nervous for her in her shoes.
I get why ring announcers wear heels because it looks nice, but like in the ring like that and that canvas, I would definitely wear.
That's what I'm saying. And like he's like jumping right next to her, and I'm like, holy shit, she's gonna twist an ankle.
Anthony Blackwell, what is your favorite animal or anime? Anime? What's waifu? Waifu.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's your wife, your wife, your anime wife.
Oh, I don't know. I don't have an anime wife.
He thinks Nezuko is main character of Demon Slayer, so
how is she not?
Because you haven't watched enough, bro. She's not. They literally just went through the whole plot in not the last episode, because you're watching some earlier when I was asleep. But the one from last night that you were not paying attention to, they gave you the whole plot of Demon Slayer, of exactly what the point of the story is.
What is the plot?
The plot is for them to find a cure for her. He has to kill all of the demons.
For who?
But she's not the main character. He is.
But who are they finding the cure for?
Done with you. You're not even gonna.
Who are they finding the cure for? What sparked his whole journey?
But that doesn't mean he is the main character. She's not. He is. She is not. He is.
They both are.
No, she is not.
Is Zelda a main character?
No. Link is. The franchise is named after her, but again, she's not the main character. It's about his journey.
To what?
Oh my god.
His journey to what? You're just gonna.
The story is about his journey. It's not about what the prize is at the end of it. It's about his journey. You're not sitting there going with fucking Zelda the whole time, like, I can't wait for Link to get here, and you're just sitting around doing dumb shit with her. No, she's not even fucking involved in it. That's my point.
She's the main character.
Whatever, Tony.
It sucks that you're wrong.
It sucks that you don't listen to.
Oh, I listen,
but because you haven't watched it.
I don't need to watch all of it to know that she's a main character.
She's not. She is not. How much? All right. How much of her shit have you actually seen? There's like when you go to GameStop or anything, it's all shit of him and his two fucking friends because they're the characters.
Sure, but the overall arcing.
God, no.
Yeah.
Just stop it. Sure.
No, you don't just win because you say you win.
I didn't say that I win. I'm saying you don't get to say that I lose either.
I didn't
you
say
haven't
you lose.
Watched it.
I didn't say you lose.
You keep telling me that I'm wrong, but you haven't watched it, so you don't actually fucking know.
I never said you were wrong.
Sure.
I just for how defensive you are.
Because you don't.
I think you realize you're wrong. Yeah. Anyway, I don't. Hunter Iggy, I'm not trying to shame or anything or get weird, but I don't find anime characters or cartoon characters attractive. If you do, that's awesome. But I've never looked at like a cartoon character and I was like, you know what I'm gonna do tonight when I'm alone in my thoughts? Yeah, I just don't. That doesn't do it for me. I would never, like, I don't know. My brain doesn't go that route. Female wrestler is different because it's a human being, not a cartoon character.
Female. Who's your favorite female cartoon? Doesn't mean you want to fuck them.
Well, you just said female wife, like waifu.
Waifu just. I'm just saying like female character.
I'm just saying sometimes people get a little weird with that. The Japanese culture when they put weird expectations on their characters. I'm just saying. Don't pretend it's not a thing. Yeah. So anyway, I only ever watched a handful of anime. I've watched Speed Racer as a kid. I watched Pokemon. Now I'm watching Death Note and Demon Slayer. They're the only ones I've really watched that I actually enjoy. But another thing to like the wifey thing is like, isn't every Japanese animation character like a fucking 13-year-old kid? At least everyone I've seen so far. Oh, I'm 13 and this world is so hard and I have to fight my way to the end of the battle. I will say this, Demon Slayer is getting really good though. Finding out now this like I did not say Jessica Rabbit was the I did not say Jessica Rabbit was the sexiest woman on TV. I said Jessica Rabbit is one of the people sexualize a lot, but it's never done it for me. Trent says, I'm working on a video about Camp Leapfrog. Is that cool? I'm not the one to ask. I can put you in touch with the right people, but I am pretty sure they wouldn't mind it. Is it can you tell me the context of what you're talking about or your video? I could probably give you some insight. I was there for a little chunk of it. I loved Camp Leapfrog. Oh, what a great time. What a great time to be alive. If you have any questions, hopefully I can answer some of them for you. Oh, no title change. Shenanigans are breaking down. I hope Trent's still here.
I can't do it.
I hope he asks more questions. I'm excited. I'm curious what the video about Camp Leapfrog is about. How do I find his channel? I want to follow you because I hope it's positive. I really do. I hope it's not negative because I really, really loved Camp Leapfrog. I only did production for Camp Leapfrog. I did commentary for a little bit. I did production for Camp Leapfrog.
Ooh, twice. Do it again. Do it again. Run it back.
Him being used on screen like this makes me think he's not going anywhere.
Did you see what just happened?
Why am I not seeing Jordan? I'm on my I can't find your channel. Basically, like a story sort of video, really exploring the concept of different events. Okay. The channel to look.
Oh shit! Oh
the
shit!
channel to
Oh.
look for is Uplift Ultra. This one is pretty dead. Okay, send me the information to the channel, and I would love to. I'd love to watch it once you're done. And if you have any questions about Camp Leapfrog, like I said, I wasn't there for all of it. I joined Camp Leapfrog for right as Frog Sport happened. Frog Sport heavyweights, and everything past that I was involved for. But I wasn't there for like the first couple shows. Actually, right behind me here, this yellow pad is a kick pad from.
If he gets to this windshield, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Is a kick pad from Frog Sport. That was the kick pad one of the 4-corner kick pads from Frog Sport, and that's the original one right there.
There you go. He's not going to be able to wrestle anymore, and thus ends
they just wrote
Ricochet.
Yeah.
They just threw him into a freaking. You missed the whole part where his neck fucking on the side of the truck, and then they dropped him. Like he literally just dropped from like Braun Breaker threw him, speared him into the air above him. He hit his head and then fell flat to the ground. Then he picked him up, dragged him up to those freaking stairs, and then did all that.
So
he's done. He's written off. Goodbye, Ricochet. It was nice knowing you.
Here's the thing, though. If that's how they write him off,
I'll be pissed.
No, that's smart.
Why?
Because you open the door for a comeback. Braun Breaker's not
come back.
Braun's not going anywhere. Braun will be a world champion.
Well, so how this whole thing just happened, right? Was Braun Breaker just beat Ilya Dragunov?
Yes.
Ricochet comes out for the save, right?
Yes.
So this whole segment just started as Ricochet was still helping Ilya to the back, and Braun Breaker came out of nowhere and was like, "No, you're not. You're not helping him." So I'd agree that it's definitely a good.
But I'm saying
comeback story for if he does.
Yeah,
but
Braun is the future of the company.
Right, I'm not disagreeing with
Ricochet leaves, gets a red carpet treatment by AEW. He goes against some of the top stars in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Comes back after he makes his huge name in the business. Oh, that's why I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing it on. I'm looking at my channel, not High Tension channel. You're watching me on High Tension channel. All right, that makes sense. I was like, why can't I see his comments? Because I'm live on my channel, the ABJ podcast channel, and High Tension. So I was wondering why I couldn't see your thing. But I'm looking at you right now. What was your favorite Camp Leapfrog show that you've got to watch? Like when you went back and watched them all, or favorite characters, favorite storylines, favorite show? I want to pick your brain a little bit. I'm gonna head out, probably pass out here soon. You enjoy the rest of the love you, Colt. Well, appreciate you, Parm. Yeah, I'm fucking tired as hell too. I can't wait for this to go to sleep. Got to be over so I can go to bed. Got 10 people watching. Thank you all so much. Bum, 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 bum. Easily the Cybernetico. How fight easily one of my best matches I ever saw. That's dope. Who's your favorite characters?
Excuse me.
Are people in Camp Leapfrog?
Taste this. Does it taste okay to you? I don't know if it's just because I taste. I don't know if that just left a funny taste in my mouth.
Tastes like a buck.
I didn't like that one though.
So Camp Leapfrog is still kind of alive
What?
via high tension wrestling. Some of the people are still there. Some titles are still defended, like the Big Gold, the Cybernetico tournament is still a thing.
Right here.
That's a crazy bump to take.
That's what I was saying. And then that afterwards, sheesh. I'm telling you. He has
Matt
to be written off
Makowski
right
and the
now.
Outfielders. I love that. I love Matt Makowski. I actually interviewed Matt Makowski and both of the Outfielders on this channel if you ever want to check those out. If you search ABJ podcast, not all of my content is on the high tension
This is
channel.
what's crazy to me.
Um,
She's begging to go with him, but like, so are they gonna? So who's announcing the last match of the night?
he was a part of the craziest MMA fights ever. He has a win
Matt
over
Makowski?
Matt. He has a win over Matt Serra's brother, who was like a pretty high prospect guy. And he beat him with leg kicks. He leg kicked Matt Makowski's brother. Matt Makowski leg kicked Nick Serra, if I believe his name was. It was Matt Serra's younger brother, but leg kicked him to submission. Like he quit because the leg kicks were so bad.
Yo, they got Eddie Guerrero on the thing still.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there it is. Makowski versus Nick Serra. Yeah. Crazy. Guy's an animal. He got to wrestle Dempsey on GSW's weekend, so he actually wrestled some WWE talent. Matt Serra was talked about on NXT by Dempsey, William Regal's brother. So maybe we see Matt Makowski in NXT soon. That'd be kind of dope.
Drew's back out.
Huh?
Drew again.
Drew's in the main event versus somebody, I forget who.
Okay. He was going against is it Damien again?
No.
He was yelling with the Judgment Day earlier.
I'm sure it'll be like this is number one. Does it say number one contender match or number
I
one
don't know.
contender?
Kind of been.
I haven't been paying attention.
I haven't been able to hear much of it. They said just a normal ring announcer. I'll step up for the team. Freaking Pat McAfee, man.
Look at him standing on the table though again.
Hey. All right, but I liked his intro. A big handsome bastard from Scotland. There you go. So I think I was talking with Parm the other day. Originally, when you showed me Drew McIntyre, you're like, all the ladies love him. And I was like, he don't really do it for me. But now I don't know what it is.
He looks
It's
like
growing on me.
he looks like the cover of a girl book, a sex book.
Yeah, like one of those romance novels.
Yeah, he's
with like
like
a Fabio-esque person.
He's the guy
It's
who rides
Drew
it on the horse.
In the kilt and all. Yep.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
That's exactly
for
what
sure.
he's modeled exactly after that.
I love that.
He's on the cover of your.
I was like, yeah, but his hair
erotica.
still bothers me just a little bit, but he makes up for it.
Kevin Owens being the stepping stone for the bloodline again. Gets the bloodline super over and then disappears into obscurity. Upsetting. Some deathmatch streams, maybe. It's just really hard, man. Like I do a lot of content, and then on weekends I'm out being active and doing shows and going to shows. So I don't stream a lot of like pay-per-views and stuff like that. But I was supposed to have a podcast this month with Hardcore. He's a deathmatch wrestler. We're gonna push that till July, but he's definitely gonna come on. So I do have some interviews coming with deathmatch wrestlers. But Trent, if there's people out there that you think you would love for me to interview or talk to or be on the stream or the channel, tag me in their stuff so I can check them out. Where are you based out of, Trent?
How much do you think that costs? $7.
$6.99.
You only get 4 little chicken nuggies and a handmade pan. All right, I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it.
You're gonna get like a $5 meal from McDonald's.
See, the thing is, everybody remembers like $5 meals. I can't remember the last time there's been a $5 meal. Even like the who's with me here? The Taco Bell box. I say Taco Bell and it comes up, bro. These used to be a $5 box. Now they're like $7.99.
Inflation. Oh, you know Hardcore. Hardcore's my dude. That's awesome. Yeah, he's gonna be on the podcast very soon. Canada, in the middle of nowhere, Ontario. Awesome. Look at that. We got Australian listeners. We got Canada listeners. We got UK listeners.
We got friends in Canada.
Hell yeah.
You've interviewed some people from Canada.
This is why
at least 3 that I can count. 4.
Sexy Eddie.
Uh-huh.
Katrina.
Uh-huh. Did you get Frank Milano?
No.
Flying Frank?
No.
Oh, okay. What about Chato?
I got Chato. Yeah, I got Chato.
You didn't interview Archer?
No.
I got a real good conversation with him though. That was fun. That was And
this is why I'm the Intercontinental Champion. I can't get people from my own neighborhood to listen to me, but people all over the world can listen to me, which is exciting.
So if anyone is interested in my stuff, because I got nothing else to talk about at the moment, whatever. Junie Underwood's going to be on my show on Friday.
Junie. I love that kid.
Tony and Junie and Tony. Yeah, no, I'm really excited about that. I'm actually going to be getting started on his vest probably tomorrow, maybe Wednesday.
I've interviewed a handful of Canadian deathmatch wrestlers, smaller scene here, a few venues. Yeah, I definitely feel. Have you ever met or talked to Sexy Eddie? Because he's a Canadian gem.
Yes. So Jordan Grace and Roxanne Perez had their fight, and all I've seen, I haven't seen any of the fight, but there's a clip afterwards where CM Punk was like, get your head on straight, go out there, don't worry about all this, but worry about your belt. And she looks at him and she says, oh, so you're a hypocrite. And then just turns along. I'm like, oh, she cooked CM Punk. Like, he's going off about, like, don't worry about what everyone else is saying. Don't worry about what they're putting in your head. Just worry about this belt here. That's all you got to worry about. And just, like, trying to, like, pep talk her. And she just looks at him and she's like, you're a hypocrite. And just turns along. I'm like, God dang.
I haven't, but a lot of my friends. Oh, he's so cool, man. He's such a nice guy. Outside the gimmick and outside of what he portrays, he's a really, really nice human. He had a lot of kind words. I got to really work with him a lot at Mania weekend. I did shots for Rene Dupree, ATA No Ring shows in Toronto. That's sick. Is that a cartoon of you in your thing, or is that Mitch Hedberg? Because it looks like Mitch Hedberg. It does it right? Does it look like Mitch Hedberg?
I don't know who that is.
You know who Mitch Hedberg is?
If you showed me a picture of them, maybe.
He's a stand-up comic. And he talks a lot like this, and he's really slow and monotone.
Does he do a lot of stuff on Schweed?
He's dead.
Oh, well,
he
then
overdosed.
No.
he's like
What's his
I
name?
bought an ant farm one
What's
time,
his name? I'm gonna
and
look him up.
those motherfuckers didn't grow shit. He's like really like dumb one-liners. He's really funny. Like, I like the FedEx driver, man, because he's a drug dealer and he doesn't even know it.
No clue who he is, but he's giving. I don't know, man. It's giving like that 70s show vibe.
He was on that 70s show. He was the cook.
There you go.
He goes, I did not lose my leg in Vietnam to serve you French fries. They're like, but you have
I know
both.
who you're talking
And they're
about
like,
now. You're talking about.
And they're like, you have both your legs. He goes, exactly. I did not lose my leg in Vietnam to serve you French fries. 1,000% Mitch Hedberg. Very few get the reference. R.I.P. Mitch. I love Mitch Hedberg. That's what we're doing tonight. We're watching. You're gonna watch a Mitch Hedberg comedy special.
I was actually going to try to convince you
Another
to not watch any more Demon Slayer for the month and switch over to nothing but Dragula and see how much we can get through. I want you to finish season 2 at least. Because
from his
Trixie
appearance of Doctor.
Trixie
Oh, I never seen. I heard about that show, Dr. Katz. I seen like a few
the
episodes.
bum ass.
We'll have to
Oh
watch
man. That math could be just roasting Finn Balor.
No, he didn't. He said something nice. He said 0% body fat.
He said from the bum ass Judgment Day, 0% body fat on an only 225 pounds. He's from they're going to Corpus Christi. I got really excited. Yeah, on a 225-pound frame. It made him sound really small compared to Drew McIntyre.
Another good Mitch Hedberg line, and he goes, I got an apartment. I went to go view an apartment, and the lady said this is a 3-bedroom. I said, that's kind of crazy, man. It's kind of my determination how many bedrooms there are. Why does your bedroom have a stove in it? Mind your business. He's like, I like to listen to music, man. I like to listen to it real loud. And my neighbor bangs on the wall, and I say, go around. There's not a door on this side of the wall. He's just really like just dumb jokes. You know, I like escalators, man, because an escalator can never break. It just becomes stairs. I ordered a club sandwich. Nobody even checked, man. I just ate it. I didn't need a card or nothing. It's so good. I love Mitch Hedberg.
Who do you think's winning?
Drew. I used to, instead of going to Friday night football games, I used to stay home and watch stand-up. I used to watch stand-up Comedy Central Presents every Friday night. And I watched so much stand-up comedy. So many people who are really popular now, I watched like 10 years ago before nobody even knew who they were.
What does his thing say? It's about Finn Balor. I saw the Finn Balor earlier, but I didn't read the rest of it. It's so small. Finn Balor's. Oh man, they just bought it down.
What are you reading?
This guy's the guy in the green.
Yeah.
Directly to the right of him, right where he was just standing. The guy was holding a little sign. It's only about this big. And he was holding it right next to him, but the camera wasn't looking at it. And he was just showing it again to the camera. It says Finn Balor something, but it's like white Times New Roman on dark purple, and you can barely read it.
Mm. Sometimes I like to take my microphone cord and I pinch it closed. And I let it go, and a bunch of jokes come out really fast, like a hose. He's so dumb. His old he did a comedy thing, and he's like, "Does anyone know who I am? Then why did y'all come to my special? You have no idea." Like the first 15 minutes of his, like they had to. There's 2 versions of a special. There's a version where like the first 10 minutes are cut out because the crowd has no idea how to respond to him, and then after those 10 minutes, he wins them over. And then this one lady is laughing so uncontrollably loud. He's like, I really like your laugh, lady. Can we just record her and put her for everybody? Like, he's really good.
Ooh.
Jesus. Bro, if you threw me like that, I would die.
I would just be like, I'm not getting back up. Yo.
Look at the body control, though.
Oh, they didn't even show you the whole thing. He really did, though. That was like a perfect little somersault. Just throw a table in
That's
between.
wild.
It.
It's so wild to me. 10 minutes to go on Raw. Once again, thank you everybody who hung out tonight, who is still hanging out and watching our stream. We will be live again on Wednesday at 6 o'clock with my interview with Pedro. And then following that interview, we'll be watching AEW Dynamite. Then on Friday, we'll be doing there'll be a 5 question with ABJ dropping in the morning or at midnight. And then we'll be doing Friday Night SmackDown, maybe Rampage as well. We'll see how tired I get because I'm an old man now. I go to bed early. This 11 o'clock thing is killing me right now. And then Sunday, we'll be back with another Tornado Tag podcast, the What If series, where we rebook history, wrestling history, and we'll be doing What If Ric Flair left to go to the WWE or WWF in 1988. And then on Monday, we'll be back with Dante as we do a review for the movie Abigail. So if you like horror movies, we'll be reviewing some cool horror movies. We got horror movie reviews, pop culture reviews, beer reviews coming up, marijuana style content coming up, 5 questions with ABJ, Tornado Tag, Hangouts, game streams probably coming by the end of the year. So we have a lot of cool stuff coming. So stay locked in to the Anthony Blackwell Jr. YouTube channel. Follow me on all social media. Also check out my link tree to support my other pages, Patreon. Join the channel for support, t-shirt and merchandise. Or go check out this bum's channel, Witchcrafts by Lily. She does a lot of she interviews people in the industry, in different industries, about their fashion. So make sure you go check that out. A lot of cool content coming there as well. You said Junie drops Friday?
Yeah, Logie is hopefully going to be dropping tonight. If I can get that situated, it might not drop until tomorrow. It was supposed to be Friday. I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties. But hopefully, fingers crossed, we will have him uploaded by tomorrow at the latest, and Junie Underwood will be released on Friday.
So when you're doing your other one that you want me to look at for you, you might be able to equalize the audio. We'll put all the audio on the same level, and then you just enhance it higher.
I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
That's Google's your friend.
I believe you.
Yeah, Google's your friend. It will help. I don't know how I feel about being in a room with that much fur. Thanks for the info on camp. Appreciate it. If you have any more questions, man, I would love to sit here and talk Camp Leapfrog with you for the next 10 minutes. I'm be honest, man, it was one of the best times of my life. It really was my introduction to professional wrestling, independent wrestling. I met a lot of cool people. So yeah, if you have any questions or anything, let me know. I would definitely recommend anyone going back and rewatching the old Camp Leapfrog stuff, just the old shows. They're definitely worth your time to watch. They were done so well. There's so much heart and passion put into all of them. If it looks like they had so much fun filming Camp Leapfrog, it's because they did. It was during a really, really weird time of the pandemic where no one knew what their future was and their uncertainties. A lot of people just lost their home with their home school because it got shut down or because people got canceled. So a lot of people didn't know their place in the industry or where they were going to go. And it was just a really big healing process for a lot of wrestlers, finding themselves and finding a community and finding a new place to perform. And so good. What's one match you would recommend or event? All right, one match I would recommend 1,000%, and it's tough because it's a close tie, but each one has the same person in it. Masha Slamovich versus Edith Surreal in the Soviet death match at Frog Sport is one of the craziest matches you'll ever see. Or Edith Surreal versus Effie at Love Frog was really good. But as an entire show, I'm really partial to Killian Vision, which Killian Vision was so much fun to film. I got to kind of direct and produce a couple scenes in that, which was really fun. But Killian Vision was really, really good. But they're the two matches that stand out a lot to me. Another match that means a lot to me too, that I personally haven't even gone back and listened to my commentary on it because of other things that happen behind the scenes with that show, is the Outfielders versus Sonny and Defarge for the Campo de Rana's tag team championships. The Big Woods, as I coined them on commentary, I think. Because I couldn't say the name in Spanish, so I called them Big Wood, and it stuck. But that tag team match was really, really good. And the tag team Grand Prix. Whisper versus Max Zero. Winner loses their mask match was a really good match. Anything with CC Boost is fucking ridiculous.
Wild. And I've only seen like 2 of his matches.
Abs versus Big Vin in the death match was really good. What else is a fun one? Matt Mikowski versus Akira. Matt Mikowski versus Darius Carter. Great fucking match. There's so many. So many. Jesus. Dude, he is just chucking Finn around. Hip up. That's how Shay broke her leg. Doing kip ups.
Yeah.
Yeah, she shattered her leg doing a kip up.
Who's Shay?
Outfielders.
Oh. I know her. I'm gonna have her on the show too.
The outfielders are trained by Orange Cassidy.
Yep.
They do a lot of orange-ish moves during their matches.
I think you told me that the first time I saw them.
Yeah. I love the way he sets up his finisher. This double barrel drop kick, and then you fall, and then you roll, and then you're in the drop zone, and then he goes for the coup de grace.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Drew was kind of like, I wouldn't say he was scrawny, but he was definitely not as built.
Oof. He said, "Don't touch me." Did anyone else see how Finn just did that or no? He went for the 1-2 and he went, "No, I don't want to say." It was like super slow, but just like
All right, we're almost 2 minutes out of here.
Unless it goes over.
No, he's gonna set up the Claymore and this is gonna be over. Someone's gonna run out.
Damien better come back and save him.
Someone's gonna grab his leg.
Or not Damien. Oh. And then who comes out? Damien. I wasn't even trying to say Damien. I was trying to say Dom because he'd been saving Dom's butt with Liv.
Look at the kid in the front row with the.
Before he was, you missed it before.
So
when
sweet.
Drew was out before and they kicked him out, it was going to commercial. Everyone else was like down and he was like onto him. And I was like, my heart.
I was just waving to them like.
Oh, dang. They all came out. What does it say? Something Finn Balor again? Make Finn Balor again?
No, paint Finn Balor again.
Oh, okay.
Paint.
Paint. Yeah. Paint.
Because everyone likes when he's the demon.
Right. I'm like, I couldn't read it. I was trying to read it the entire show.
Good night. Yeah, if there's anything else you need, Trent, hit me up on social media. I'd love to chat with you. If you need any other insight, or maybe you need connections to certain talent, maybe we can help facilitate that. High Tension is giving me a platform to put my content on their channel to help their channel be more active in between shows and help get their watch hours. So the biggest thing you could do, Trent, is just watch those videos, share those videos to people, have more people be aware of High Tension Wrestling. They're really, really close to their monetization goals, so they can start making money off this channel, and they can make some money in between shows to help, pay some bills. So any support to High Tension would be amazing, and appreciate you even watching the stuff to care enough about it to make a video to support High Tension and Camp Leapfrog. So that's really, really cool. But that's gonna do it tonight for us for Monday Night Raw. I'm tired. I'm not gonna go long on this intro. We'll be back on Wednesday with my interview. I don't have a thumbnail for Tornado Tag yet, but Monday for Abigail review. Monday again for Miss Misfit. Go check out a review with Sonny Defarge from Crumbles and Defarge Tag Team from Camp Leapfrog and High Tension and everywhere else. Terminator 2, great interview. Rojas from Catchpoint Wrestling in Philly. Me and my buddy Courtney sat down and did Terrifier 2, out now, and we just reviewed Slamboree 94. So tons of great content on the channel. If you haven't done so already, head over to the YouTube membership and join up for a membership, and or buy some t-shirts and merchandise. Anything helps out the channel. Head over to the ABJ podcast, Anthony Blackwell Jr. on YouTube. Hit that like and subscribe. We're out of here. Here's some music by the Converse Kid. Until the next time, see you soon.
Bye.
This is an ABJ podcast production. Join us. Would you kindly join us at the Cult of ABJ Discord community? We'll see you there. Join us.